doctor's order saved this woman's life. Larigo, damn, they got hella pop-ups. I feel like I'm going to have a virus after this. Larigo said one doctor at the hospital allowed the patient to be given the drug, but after the patient died, the doctor ordered the patient to be to resume treatment with ivermectin. State Supreme Court Judge Henry J. Nowick sided with them. Dr. Thomas A. Russo, one of the region's leading experts on infectious diseases, said he was glad to hear that Sminkwitz is doing better, but he said people should never jump to conclusions about ivermectin or any other drug based on one patient's outcome. There are some indications that this drug may have some merit in treating COVID-19. Yes, it is possible that it helped this woman, Russo said. But the trials and testing are ongoing. We don't have definitive data yet to show it does help. Presently, it is not recommended as a treatment for COVID-19. Russo is the chief of infectious diseases at the University of Buffalo Jacob School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences. He has no involvement in the Sminkwitz case. The patient's son, Michael Sminkwitz, said hospital officials have told him and his sister, Michelle Kobaki, on December 31st that their mother's chance of survival as an 80-year-old COVID-19 patient on a ventilator was about 20%. He said doctors at the hospital also told the family that Sminkwitz would probably be on a ventilator in the intensive care unit for at least a month. We did a lot of our own research. We read about ivermectin. The research sounded very promising, and we decided we had to try something different. Michael Sminkwitz said, it's the pop-ups for me. Where am I at? We pressured the doctor in the ICU to give it to her. He finally agreed. On January 2nd, Sminkwitz was given her first dose of ivermectin, and according to court papers filed by her family, she made a complete turnaround. In less than 48 hours, my mother was taken off the ventilator, transferred out of the intensive care unit, sitting up on her own and communicating, Kabaki said in a court affidavit. But after her mother was transferred to another hospital wing away from the ICU, doctors in that unit refused to give her any more doses of the drug, and her condition quickly declined. The family said in court papers, "We were astounded when they refused to give her any more doses," Michael Sminkwitz said. "That's why I called Ralph Larigo and we took the hospital to court." Kaleida Health, which operates the hospital, opposed the family's request in court. Larigo said Kaleida attorney Michael J. Roach argued to Judge Nowak that doctors and not the courts should be making decisions about medical care. On January 8th, Nowak ordered the hospital to immediately administer the drug ivermectin to Sminkwitz, court papers show. But the judge also told us verbally that Judith's family doctor would have to write a prescription for ivermectin, which he did, Larigo said. In 46 years as an attorney, I've never seen another case where a family had to get a court order to continue a treatment that had already been started by a hospital. Michael P. Hughes, spokesman and chief of staff for Kaleida Health, said the healthcare company is aware of this family's position, but he declined to discuss details because of federal privacy laws and because the case has become a legal matter. Roach, the hospital attorney, declined to comment, telling a reporter to call Hughes. Michael Sminkwitz said Thursday that his mother's condition has improved again since ivermectin treatments resumed. She called me Wednesday night. Her voice was raspy, but it was so exciting to hear her voice, he said. She is sitting up in bed. She's off the ventilator, but has a cannula in her nose, providing supplemental oxygen. He added that a doctor from the hospital told him Thursday that his mother appears to have turned a corner in her fight against the virus. Michael Sminkwitz said he also believes the power of prayer helped his mother. We have not been able to see her since she was taken to the hospital by ambulance on December 29th, and that has been hard on all of us. He said, family flew in from all over the country to be here on New Year's Eve. About 8 of us had held a little prayer service for her out in the hospital parking lot. Even though we couldn't be with her, we felt that it was important to be on that property praying for her. Ivermectin has some passionate supporters in the medical field, but the U.S. Food and Drug Administration says the drug has not yet been approved for use in this country as a COVID-19 treatment. While there are approved uses for ivermectin in people and animals, it is not approved for the prevention or treatment of COVID-19, the federal agency says on its website. You should not take any medicine to treat or prevent COVID-19 unless it has been prescribed to you by your healthcare provider and acquired from a legitimate source. Additional testing is needed to determine whether ivermectin might be appropriate to prevent or treat coronavirus or COVID-19. Some doctors feel the government should move much more quickly to approve ivermectin as a treatment for the virus that has killed nearly 400,000 Americans. Dr. Pierre Corey, who heads an association of critical care doctors, testified before Congress in December, asking federal agencies to prevent needless deaths by speeding up the testing and research on ivermectin. Sminkwitz's family, here we go. Sminkwitz's family describes her as, irrelevant. They said still identified as weak. Russo urges caution. Russo, who urges caution until the government gets more data about ivermectin, said he absolutely understands why Sminkwitz's family was so insistent that Collider doctors give her the drug. I think we all can understand where this family was coming from, Russo said. From their point of view, desperate times call for desperate measures. And that's the conclusion. Oh, I guess I gotta unmute you again. Bias.
Yes. I'm talking, I'm on mute. Yeah, Amber, I'm here.
Okay. I don't know what you need to do about these settings, but woo, child, it's annoying.
Yeah, so like
hey, Rahman.
What's happening?
Oh, good night. So now, let me just say this, and you can finish up. I'll be real quick. Okay, so when I was talking to Haskell about something totally separate, nothing to do with what you said at all. None of the information, just me and Haskell. Okay, a judge so what I learned was a judge not a scientist. So a judge can rule on things that got nothing to do with science, right? It could be just law and stuff like that. It got nothing to do with science. So I just want to say that. So, and that's not to say nothing you said is wrong or right, because I'm still reading about it. Okay, so I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying that a judge can rule on something that has nothing to do with science. That's all I want to say.
All right, cool. Y'all want to play? Y'all don't have to play the whole thing. It's like 10-minute video of Dr. Pierre Corey giving his congressional testimony.
How many? Well, okay, now that's another thing. Anybody can give a testimony in front of Congress. I want you to know that.
It's a doctor, beloved.
Right, but it doesn't matter. Anybody, look, hear me, Rahman. I'm not saying he's even wrong. I'm saying anybody can give a testimony in front of Congress. That doesn't grant validity to anything. Anybody can say anything when they let everybody. It's like freedom of speech. You can say what you want. You can say Satan is God in front of Congress.
I'm biased. I got a question for you, either you or Amber. I'm trying to understand the point that's being made with that article that was just read, and any upcoming video of anybody testifying. I'm trying to follow the point. Was it because I may have missed it? So I may have come on after something was said or a point was made, and now it's being supported or backed up that I may have missed. So if I did, I'm asking any one of you all.
Well, I think
reiterate the point.
I think the initial claim was that there are other treatments that are available for people who have COVID-19, and that they're being suppressed. However, I wouldn't consider this being a issue of suppression because they did.
Yeah, that's false.
Testing and trials are ongoing. So
right. It's inconclusive, right?
Right. I would say that they are entertaining the idea. They just don't have.
They're looking at it.
Yeah. So I wouldn't consider that suppression. But maybe Rahman can kind of maybe reiterate again if I'm getting the entire point of what he's trying to say.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying if the point is being made that there's other treatments, I don't think that's
anybody would object to that, right?
I don't think that's being contended because there's quite a few treatments that are out there,
right? That
are commonly known, and some in fact even gone into a testing phase and being set up and looking for finances and grants to actually move forward with testing. So I'm not sure if that's the point, then I don't think anybody has contended against that to make it worthwhile to, to argue or whatever.
All right. So I just posted a link in the chat. It's the Washington Post. When Trump got what they was calling an antibacterial cocktail, he said it and Giuliani said it, that regular people are not getting the same treatment they got. The post from what I just put in the chat from the Washington Post, it said that regular people find it hard to get, and from what I understand, even they wasn't even going to give it to Ben Carson, and then Trump had to intervene. I don't have proof of that. What's happening?
Okay, so let's grant that you're right. You do know that there are experimental treatments that a patient could just sign off to and say, listen, I heard that this works, and they could sign off to it, say, look, treat me with this if you have access to it. So if Trump believes
All right. Let me get this other one logged in. So I was scamming through this thing, and I just heard Mujawu and Rahman going in. I ain't know anything about that. Hey, Sosa.
Yeah, no scam.
You said what? Hold on one second. I gotta switch audios. Hold on one second.
He was playing an old video.
Yeah. Because I ain't hear none of that before I start talking.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on.
I thought it was happening in real time.
Say that again?
I thought it was happening in real time. I thought y'all was having a conversation.
No, that was yesterday. So apparently, like you know how we do. We start talking, and then different people hop on, and the subject changes. So at one point it was like just me, Amber, and Stoopies, and that's the last I knew. I was driving. You know how it is. So I couldn't really go in like that. Hold on. But anyway, apparently Melvin probably could give a better recap because he was actually he was listening. I came in way late. So I do know when he brought up the drug treatment, ivermectin. I do know he brought that up. So Melvin, do you know what he was saying before then? Was that his overall point? Just that drug treatment?
His overall point was he was trying to prove with the article that showcased the elderly woman that was in the hospital, and she was deemed like they were expecting her to be out of there shortly, meaning pass away. And her family had recommended the ivermectin to the doctor, but the doctor, they're not cleared for that because there hasn't been enough testing on it for it to be considered a legitimate treatment for SARS-CoV-2. It's FDA regulated, but it's not considered safe enough to be used as treatment. And so he basically was using the article as a reason to state that, that they're using this as treatment, but not giving it to people unless they go through court. Because remember, he talked about the judge, and you guys cleared up that the judge is not a scientist. So he was pretty much using that to say there are quote unquote I don't want to use misrepresent his words, but there are quote unquote treatments that are not necessarily supported by the CDC or the health organization that people can use to improve their conditions in some cases. So he used that as one. He used the one that you were just about to play with Donald Trump and Giuliani.
Hydroxychloroquine, whatever that is.
Right. So he's trying to say that there are treatments, and I'm putting that in quotes, treatments for SARS-CoV-2. And so that's he's kind of making it seem like because people aren't talking about it, that it's kind of like on some type of conspiracy theory ish, where it's like they don't want you to know type thing.
Bilderbergers, okay.
They don't want you to know, but you know. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to know, but it's in a newspaper article you just read. But
but he could bring it to us though. This simple guy.
Right, but if he would have just brought forth the article and just said, "Hey guys, there is a current, thing that they're working on, and it hasn't been disclosed as safe, but here's a case where somebody has used it and it has improved their conditions."
Supposedly, but even the article,
supposedly would be the better word, because you don't know if there are any lingering side effects after this. You know what I'm saying? In the article, they're not keeping up with the lady, and then you don't know if she has any allergic reactions to anything. You don't know if she developed something later. So again, when she takes something like
treatment prior to, so we don't know if the treatment she getting prior
to.
So
when she does something like that, where the court has to get involved, honestly, the doctors no longer have to really have a reason to follow up with her if she's not going by the hospital standards, which is why she went and found another hospital. So, you know what I'm saying? But if he would have just brought the article, like just being neutral, that would have been.
Hey, Sosa, yo, if I was a pseudo, that's what I'd be doing. I'm like, yo, check this out. I'll say, yo, because I would be seen like the smart man. Like, yo, look at the shit I be coming across. Probiotics.
Hey, I'm biased. What's crazy is I brought that information up to you about a week prior, like check this out. I don't even looked at it, but we came to the same conclusion that it's not ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Once I see that, I just dismiss it.
Right, but you gotta look at it, because these are the things that these guys are finding.
Yeah. Okay, so now I see that they're gonna start. They're not gonna stop. So
they're not gonna stop.
So yeah, man, if I was a pseudo, I'll just fellas, check this out. What y'all think? And then we can research it. Right, exactly.
Yeah, that shit dope, ain't it? Yeah, word up. Check this out. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let them know what you think. Either side or no. Just straight information. And just fall back.
And if you don't, that means you're attacking me, and now I gotta raise my voice. Like,
so it's a cure. I ain't saying nothing about no cure, bro. All I brought is the article, bro. I don't even know why y'all doing this right now.
hey, so you sound like a straight up snake oil salesman right there, bro.
How you do it. Man. And the thing that I don't think they get is like, if you do give somebody something and they do think it could have worked, that don't mean that, okay, now go give it to everybody because you had a hunch that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to go through, you know what I'm saying, the ringer before you just start giving it to everybody, man. It's like, oh.
Right, and then people don't understand, like, if the hospital had given her that, first of all, it's outside of protocol.
Yeah.
So whoever was responsible for administering it to her, they would have lost, their job or whatever, specifications that they have. Like if it was a doctor who did it, you could have lost his right to be a professional doctor. He probably would have had damage to his reputation. You know what I'm saying? Labeled as a quack. The hospital could have been sued.
Yeah.
If she died or had immediate adverse reactions, hospital could have like really suffered for doing that. So like people have to understand that there's ramifications for things like that. And so yes, you do have rights. Yes, you can go to court for something like that. And yes, you can try to administer things on your own, but there's a reason why they're not safe. Now, I think people that present this type of information needs to look into why it's not safe first, even if it's FDA cleared. Just because it's clear for the FDA, like the article I shared with them bias says, it's not cleared for self treatment.
Yeah.
Like they're not even testing on animals yet. Like that's when you know, like, okay, it's inconsistent or there's something else going on.
I read a thing where they do have a little small study group. I think they're only doing like 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even like you got to get up to 1,000, but they're just doing they're doing that hydrochloroquine and like a placebo group. You know what I'm saying? I think I read like a little small thing they was doing with the little ivermectin or whatever. But it's far. It's not even close to where it needs to be.
No, not by far. They highly regulate that it's not recommended to self-administer. So
yeah,
I mean,
and then when you read the article, the article is trying to grab headlines. So everything in the article is like
writers. That's what writers do. Like I used to write for a tech blog, and that's what you do. You find the most juiciest headline, and sometimes you do stretch the truth, but most people are not going to read the article. They're just going to read the headline.
Yeah, because the whole article is like, it's quite possible she had survived. It may have made it better. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing concrete because there's no testing done to see. You know what I'm saying? And there's no placebo group. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can know what actually worked.
And then you got to watch out. You got to watch out for certain words like should, could, possibly, theoretically.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for that.
Yeah, the whole article is filled with that type of jargon.
Right. You're like, oh, this is just commentary. Okay.
Yeah. Because he brought on
1 second. I got a phone call.
Yeah, I saw him.
I'll be back in bus.
I saw him bring it on that night, and I kind of I looked at the article and I found like a little study on it, and tried to see what information they had on it. But he was making it out to be some type of blockbuster thing. Afro-Asiatic Madagascar does not have a treatment. And damn it. Madagascar has a hunch.
I'm over here talking and I'm on mute the whole time, bro. Yeah. I'm like, why they talking over me? Oh like I'm bugging. So anyway, Afro-Asiatic, we dealt with that when we first heard about that. All right. First of all, the so-called treatment they have is a bunch of berries, so we know that don't work. But they had something in there that was a problem to Africans, and somewhat like malaria. So it did something. I forgot the connection, but it was like harmful to Africans. So it's funny how we push things for ourselves that's harmful to us, but because it's not FDA regulated, it must be good for us. So that's where they're going. If it's FDA regulated, it ain't good for us. If it ain't FDA regulated, it's good for a specific use, then it is good for us. So we already dealt with that. You can believe what you want. We don't have a problem with that because that's what believers do. They believe, right? So, but you couldn't pull anything up. You couldn't put a link in there that could explain that any science behind that. So with Rahman, like I said, I came in late, and I hate to come in late because then I gotta, research on the fly, So he's talking about ivermectin, whatever it's called. I'll pull it up and see it, but I'm trying to read on the fly, and like the pseudo's getting a little better because nowadays they are actually putting legit articles, but they just misrepresent.
They sourced it up.
Yeah. So I'm old school. I'm just thinking everything just garbage. So it's good. It's legit articles, but they're they can't understand it or they misrepresent it on purpose. So I said, look, let me stop reading this, ask you questions, and let me just conceive right now and do my due diligence and just look it up the next day. So I'm more prepared to, like, you know, so I'm not messing up the chat by saying stuff and then I don't even know what's going on, you know? So let me just go ahead and just read it correctly and then come back like today. So I hit him up, my man gone. He said he'll be around, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna pull it up. But first, he was struggling. See, so this is what I don't like when people come on here or anywhere to just be right. So he had a problem with because it was an RNA, the Pfizer and Moderna's RNA vaccine, right?
Yeah.
It's an experimental vaccine, what they say. So I'm like, well, all right, well, you shouldn't have anything. You should have no problems with AstraZeneca because it's the old way. So he argued that it's not the old way. Then he read the definition. It says exactly it's the old way. And then, right, he just couldn't concede. Whoa, they're using new technology to administer it. But I don't care about how they want to use it. I was telling you that it's the germ. When we say old way, I'm saying the germ. Like they're using parts of the germ again, the actual a germ. I never said which germ. I said it's a germ in there, period. Oh, yeah. But it ain't SARS-CoV-2. I don't know where he's going, but I'm like, dude, I don't know exactly what germ, but I do know that, well, we looked it up, but I do know that the old way means germ. That's all. Because this is the new way. RNA, messenger, no germ. That's why most people can take this one, even if they're old, like you see old people taking it, or people under underlying conditions, like they can rock with it because there's no risk of it replicating, no matter how weak it is, because there's nothing there to replicate.
Yeah. I was listening today. Like I think Georgia got like 900,000 vaccinations, and they were saying like, shoot, the elderly was like, yo, that's like one of the hardest things they can do, like trying to get in line to get that vaccine. Like it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like niggas complaining about if they gonna take it or not. Like nigga, complain about getting it first. Like get it in, and then debate whether you gonna take it or not.
Right. You can't even get it to know if you're gonna take it or not. So I'm gonna pull up something for AstraZeneca. So, but I don't want to pull up random, just reading. I want to pull something up, but get to what I need to read, and that is explaining like what type of vaccine this one is, so we could be clear that it's not the same as the Pfizer and the Moderna one. Oh my God. And I'm on the wrong computer for this. But it's Sosa, have you read much on the Oxford's AstraZeneca vaccine?
Not that much. Not outside of what I watch This Week in Virology, so I get a basic understanding of what's going on. So
okay,
I was deep into it though.
Okay, now I was gonna cheat his ass. You and not do the reading. All right. So hold on. I could swear somebody. Did somebody try to get in? Is somebody? I could swear I heard like the buzz. Somebody trying to get in. I guess not.
I know was your treat or not.
So let me do this. And I'm using a virtual keyboard. So I can't even. It's gonna be weird. So I'm just type protein, see if it comes up. Oh shit. Hold on.
Yeah, but the pseudo again. I like that they actually attempting to come with a source. You know what I'm saying? Right. It makes the conversation a lot better because now we can see where they're getting it from,
right?
What they're seeing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So even if it's a debate, at least we have an actual something that we can look at, we can go over, instead of just just arguing about what you may or may not see. You know what I'm saying? What it says, you don't know exactly what it says or where you're getting it from. So.
Still looking for this damn thing. Yeah, so I respect the fact that, like, that's why I said, like, Easy Bands brought something. It was he. I don't believe he knew what I was saying, but it was good that we had. Okay, so here we go. So now I'm gonna share my screen. I think this is it right here. So let's see. Now, so is this too small from your screen, or is it legible?
I mean, it's small. I can, I blow it up. So, because I'm on my phone.
All right. So let me. Yeah, you can do that. But people with laptops probably can't do it. So let me just make it bigger. Hold on.
Yeah, I can come on my laptop and see what it looks like.
All right. Well, I know they can read it now. This is huge. All right. So it says, yeah, this is good. It says it's called AZD 1222. Was co-invented by the University of Oxford and its spin-out company, Vacutech. It uses a replication-deficient chimpanzee viral vector based on a weakened version of a common cold virus. Okay, there we go. We got it. Adenovirus. That's it. It's a weakened version of a common cold virus, the adenovirus. So now we know it is what I said it was. It's the old way, right? Because he was saying, well, what's the adenovirus? I'm not really sure, but I do know it says virus. Okay. So we do know that it at the very least, we know it's the old way. So it says, and I was saying it's a subunit. It says that the adenovirus that causes infections in chimpanzees and contains the genetic material of the SARS-CoV-2 virus spike protein. Yeah, so it's a subunit. After vaccination, the surface spike protein is produced, priming the immune system to attack the SARS-CoV-2 virus if it later infects the body. So real simple. This is what they say, boomerang dagger on people who say that the RNA, not enough studies, is experimental. I don't trust it. It's new. Well, guess what? The Oxford AstraZeneca is perfect for you now because this is the old way. So now we know, if Rahman is listening, now we know it's truly the old way, right? It's a subunit vaccine. It's using a weakened real virus, the adenovirus, the common cold that usually infects chimpanzees. So that's it. Now we got it.
Yeah, can't even. After told me he can't even click on the Madagascar article because it's like, damn right you can't click on it. It's like,
what did Afro put something in the chat link?
Yeah, he's claiming. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's saying they're trying to prevent. You know what I'm saying, the whole Madagascar, Nigeria. He said storage from Madagascar, Nigeria of organic treatments. It can't post active link. He said,
and that's a lot. But again, we already dealt with that when they first brought that. But hold on, go ahead, Bill, for a second. I got to run in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like Asiatic black man. Think about the amount of money Madagascar had to spend on vaccinations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like their budget is not big like that, man. They're talking about organic stuff, man. We already deal with the whole organic thing, man. So the Madagascar conversation.
So I'm back again, like Afro, man. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, dude, be careful what you represent and what you stand behind, because like it makes me not listen to anything else that you have going on. You know, you're standing by something that you know goddamn well that only you is standing behind. So we heard this stuff way back in March, and we ain't hear anything from it since.
Yeah, man, the thing was, man, like it's just simple logic. Something like that would rock the world, man. Like you couldn't hide that news. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be flooding Madagascar. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be hailed right now. Come on, bro.
All right, so let's go to this guy, ivermectin. I was calling it Allen Ivermectin or Allen Iverson, treatment. So it says, fact, this is U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and Allen Iverson intended for animals. It says, should I take Allen Iverson to prevent or treat COVID-19? Answer, no. While there are approved uses for ivermectin in people and animals, it is not approved for the prevention of treatment of COVID-19. You should not take any medicine to treat or prevent COVID-19 unless it had been prescribed to you by your healthcare provider and acquired from a legitimate source. Legitimate source, okay? It says a recently released research article described the effect of ivermectin on SARS-CoV-2 in a laboratory setting. So this is what, phase 1? It says these types of laboratory studies are commonly used at an early stage or of drug development. All right, so this is stage 1. Additional testing is needed to determine whether ivermectin might be appropriate to prevent or treat coronavirus or COVID-19. That's in the story, but not for these guys. Right, so that's it. Now, so there is no emergency use authorization for ivermectin in the U.S. to prevent or treat coronavirus or COVID-19. All right. So what is it approved for? Ivermectin tablets are approved for use in humans for the treatment of some parasitic worms, and I heard like wingworms, stuff like that, intestinal strongyloidiasis and ocarosis, something like that. Okay, so that's it. Nothing to do with COVID. Let's get out of here with that one. Next, this is a bit of reading, right? So it says ivermectin is a Food and Drug Administration FDA-approved anti-parasitic drug that is used to treat several neglected tropical diseases, including tropical diseases, right? Now let's get to this. Where we got to go right here. You make this a little bigger. Okay, so clinical data in patients with COVID-19. The available clinical data on the use of ivermectin to treat COVID-19 are limited. That's an issue. That means, that's it. Retrospective analysis of using ivermectin in patients with COVID-19. This study has not been peer-reviewed. Disclaimer. This retrospective analysis of consecutive patients with confirmed SARS-CoV-2 infection, 27% severe COVID-19, who are admitted to 4 Florida hospitals compared patients who received at least 1 dose of ivermectin, N equals 173, to those who received usual care, N equals 103. The primary outcome was all-cause and hospital mortality. The secondary outcomes included mortality in patients with severe diseases defined as need for either FiO_2 50% or non-invasive or invasive or invasive mechanical ventilation and extubation rates in those who were mechanically ventilated. All right. So
I think I read that study. I didn't know there was a peer review. I think I read that study. They did it alongside 100 people with ivermectin. Then they did a study group with 100 people with ivermectin. 100 people with hydrochloroquine.
Oh yeah.
Then 100 people with placebo.
Okay, so here are the limitations, right? This was a retrospective analysis. That's a limitation. The study included little or no information on oxygen saturation or radiographic findings. It was also unclear whether therapeutic interventions other than hydrochloroquine, such as remdesivir or dexamethasone, were used in the study. All right. The timing of therapeutic interventions was not standardized. If the timing is not accounted for, it can bias the survival comparison. The analyses of the durations of ventilation and hospitalization do not appear to account for death as a competing risk. No virologic assessments were performed. Interpretation: the limitations of this retrospective analysis makes it difficult to draw conclusions about the efficacy of using ivermectin to treat patients with COVID-19. So we keep getting that over and over and over. All right. But somehow people are getting something else. Okay. I don't know what that is right there.
Yeah, because they got that article.
Now look at this one. No evidence ivermectin is a miracle drug against COVID-19. So this one goes a little better. It goes more in depth. Claim: the antiparasitic drug ivermectin has a miraculous effectiveness that obliterates the transmission of COVID-19 and will prevent people from getting sick. Okay, it says APS assessment. False. There's no evidence ivermectin has been proven a safe or effective treatment against COVID-19. The facts: during a Senate hearing Tuesday, this is what he was talking about, Rahman Muhammad Ali. He said during a Senate hearing Tuesday, a group of doctors touted alternative COVID-19 treatments. So there was bragging, including ivermectin and the anti-malaria medication hydrochloroquine. Medical experts have cautioned against using either of the drugs to treat COVID-19. Studies have shown that hydroxychloroquine has no benefit against the coronavirus and have serious side effects. They go to say that's killing me. Like they want to know the side effects with the vaccines, and these things be having serious side effects, but we just going to ignore that. Like just administer it, and with the side effects, they just retarded their logic. No evidence. That's why I asked him yesterday. Does it have side effects? Yeah. So why y'all bring up that damn vaccine side effects? No evidence has been shown to prove that ivermectin works against COVID-19. So we keep hearing that over and over and over. So all he got to do is produce evidence to show otherwise, which he hasn't done. So now it goes to the guy that he brought up, Dr. Pierre Corey, a pulmonary and critical care specialist at Aura St. Luke's Medical Center in Milwaukee, described ivermectin as a wonder drug with immensely powerful antiviral and anti-inflammatory agents at the hearing before the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. Clips of Corey's comments on ivermectin during the hearing was shared widely on social media, with one clip receiving more than 1 million views on YouTube. Ivermectin is approved in the United States in tablet form to treat parasitic worms, COVID-19, parasitic worms, as well as a tropical solution to treat COVID-19. No, external parasites. The drug is also available for animals. Dang. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the National Institutes of Health have said that the drug is not approved for the prevention or treatment of COVID-19. According to the FDA, side effects for the drug include skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. Dr. Amesh Adalja, an infectious disease expert at Johns Hopkins University, said most of the research around ivermectin at the moment is made up of anecdotes and studies that are not the gold standard in terms of how to use ivermectin. Now, that was key because they would say these emergency vaccines are, I'm saying the anti-vaxxers, that they don't meet the gold standard in terms of administering to the public. But then they'll go ahead and push this. That's not, that doesn't I mean, bro, the logic, we need to get much more data. Look at this. We need to get much more data before we can say this is a definitive treatment. He said, we would like to see more data before I recommend it to my patients. So there you go. So, but this guy, Corey, told AP that he stands by the comments he made at the hearing, saying that he was not trying to promote the drug, but the data around it. So he out there probably standing there, just promoting the drug. In June, Australian researchers published the findings of a study that found ivermectin inhibited the replication of SARS-CoV-2 in a laboratory setting, which is not the same as testing the drug on humans or animals. Following the study, said there's some promise there, right? A dream there. Following the study, the FDA released a letter out of concern warning consumers not to self-medicate with ivermectin products intended for animals. So guess what? We're gonna find out because they're doing their own clinical trial. They're out here self-medicating. So we're gonna find out how many people drop from this. So it is a far cry from an vitro lab replication to helping humans, right? So they say that's far in between. Said Dr. Nasa Safdar, medical director of infection prevention at the University of Wisconsin Madison Hospital. So if it's in vitro and that's all it is, Sosa, Ujawu, then why do they need the vaccine to do all these extreme testing? Why can't we just give you a vaccine that's in vitro, right? Same standard. But nah, they want this. They want the vaccine to go through thousands of people, all these different steps. Richard said 10 to 15 years, right? But this one right here could just skip all those barriers.
Right? Just come out like it's ready.
So the discussion about the drug in the Senate hearing has some experts worried that Americans will start buying up ivermectin out of desperation, despite a majority of evidence showing hydroxychloroquine is not an effective COVID-19 treatment. There was a rush on that drug earlier this year after President Donald Trump called it a cure. So you already know when he is involved, it's dubious. It's over. It's BS. That depleted supply for those who needed the medication to treat lupus and other conditions. So we should have a lot of people out here immune, right? In March, an Arizona couple attempted to self-medicate and took chloroquine phosphate, an additive used to clean fish tanks that is also an ingredient in hydrochloroquine. The woman became gravely ill and the man died. So look, now you got guys dying. They want to show who died from the vaccine. We got people dying from this stuff, and this just get no attention, like no buzz. If there is one thing we have learned in the pandemic, is that we cannot jump the gun as far as determining or making assumptions about the effectiveness of potential agents, Safdar said. Okay, this is part of the Associated Press ongoing effort to fact check misinformation that is shared widely online, Rahman Muhammad Ali, including work with Facebook to identify and reduce the circulation of false stories on the platform. So I'm calling him Rahman Muhammad Ali. His name is Rahman Ali. I'm calling Rahman Muhammad Ali because he be wanting smoke. He be swinging for no reason, like snapping, like he got Tourette's. I'm like, dude, you got to just relax, man. Just have a regular conversation.
See, what I hope people watching, I don't know if you provided that link, like all the ones that you're sharing. If you provide the link in the chat in the YouTube chat, because people should bookmark these things so they can go back and maybe read it again and then cross-reference and then click on the links inside the articles, because a lot of the articles provide the source research or the source study or something to that effect. Like even whatever you're showing right now, like Wikipedia, it'll have those superscripted numbers to whatever the source is that is drawing from. And people really, really need to take the time out to read through those things before they make attempts to have conversations, because a lot of the conversation last night was really a waste of time, because the brother is talking about an alternative to the emergency use approved vaccines, but he himself has never read the study of those vaccines. And to me, that's really just counterproductive. It's really a waste of time. And he and I got into a real brief because it's really unfair for anybody who's trying to learn for people to come on the platform and then curse and talk real loud and talk over people, just as, as a way of covering shortcomings in arguments. Because a lot of people do that. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time and know that, when people do those kind of, behave that way and get real immature in their behavior and everything, it's really done to cover the impetuosity of their arguments and their ability to articulate their arguments. And so I was trying to tell the brother that, or just, trying to recommend that he stop doing that and just come with better argument. And that's just the bottom line, because it's really about educating the people. Because you and I can have a conversation. If you and I disagree, I might as well call you on the phone.
Right.
So the only reason why we have YouTube platforms and discuss publicly is for people to benefit from it. Otherwise, I might as well inbox you and go ham in the inbox, or just call you on the phone if it's just all about convincing you and arguing with you. You know what I'm saying? And so people forget that. And so I was just trying to remind the brother, but at the same time, ego, chest beat. So I just get straight to the bottom line. Like, hey,
that happened last night.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because I think I popped in for a little quick second, said peace, and it was just Amber and Haskell on, and then I know dude popped in, and they was like, "Yo, we on some chill. We ain't really going that way tonight. We doing, what I'm saying? They were talking about regular stuff. Then he must have turned back out. Y'all must have turned up a little later on. So must have been late.
What happened? That happened, but then Unc came in and then left, and I think Unc kind of sparked the argument between them two. But then Unc fell off. Unc went off, and I was in there. And then the brother, I just thought it was unfair for anybody who was listening and trying to learn, because these are serious things. I mean, the vaccine and stuff, nobody really has time to go in and study it. So at best, man, people can, come on the platform and share information in a way where people can look it up and stuff. But arguing and cursing and doing all this other stuff, that little flamboyant, childish stuff, it's really a waste of time. I mean, I don't have time for it. So that's why people like that, I'm like, look, listen, all right, well, if there's ever opportunity to talk in person, see, and then I'm telling you, I've been doing this for years, like years. And every single time when you talk to somebody in person, it's always different. And it's not even a difference as in, okay, you in person and one of the two people are big and bad or whatever case is. It's just the reality. Like when you talk face to face with someone where you can be touched or not, then the conversation is different.
Right.
Than through a computer screen and a keyboard and stuff like that. This is just human nature.
Yeah, it is a fact. Like people don't get as hyped
right.
up.
It's just human nature that you're just gonna talk to people differently. I mean, back in the day before the internet, people did it on the phone. You call someone on the phone, I mean, you just rah 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 rah. But when you're in their face, you don't you think 2 and 3 times before doing that, because you don't know the person. You don't know what disposition they have. You don't know what they woke up on the wrong side of bed. You don't know what they're going through in life and stuff like that. They might snap. Anybody could do that. And so, like, we just, I mean, there's really no time for that. That's why, it's like grown folks conversation. So I just keep pushing, man. People just got to be adult about it and just relax and chill. And, that's the thing.
I ain't heard it. I ain't know y'all. I ain't get a chance. I ain't know y'all went into it like that. Because when I heard he came on, it was like, it was real peaceful. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that's why when you were saying, Brother Rahman, Muhammad Ali, I was like, then he was like, yo, he be wanting all the smoke. Because I only heard him for that brief moment. He came on, he was like, yo, I think he said, he said he came on a Real Black Atheist. They said they was going to look into it. And he's like, yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying? He was very peaceful.
It was right after that. You must have left right. It was right after that.
Yeah, it was peaceful.
But it wasn't long. Like I just said what I said, and then I just told him I agree. I would prefer that he just don't address me if he can't be mature about it. And so he agreed. I mean, he stopped addressing me. So from there it was all good. And it ended up being, whatever the conversation was, it was straight. So that's just that. But
it seemed like in real life he be debating places, and I guess he be being like, this is just my assessment on him. And people like that. It seemed like maybe he's not respected where he goes and build, and maybe they low key clown him. That's why he gets so aggressive versus us. It's like like he's reminiscing like past, or he's traumatized. Like, oh no, not again. Not this internet folks too. Hell no. I'm a
Not you, Nick. Not definitely.
I mean, really, it's just about having a intelligent, mature conversation. People just got to have better character, and that's just it, man. That's just the bottom line. That's the best way to go, because anybody can get ignorant, indignant, and just go off and stuff. But who's gonna benefit from that? Nobody's gonna benefit from that, especially on certain topics. You can't do that. Like if you're gonna argue over a sports game and get all crazy and stuff, that's one thing. Nobody, it's not too much to learn from that. But when you're trying to teach and deal with something serious about vaccines, viruses, people dying, people living, people barely surviving, and this and that, I mean, you really don't have time for that. And it shouldn't. Because there was some good information, because I actually wanted to hear what the brother was saying about ivermectin. And I just couldn't understand what the point was or anything. So I was getting frustrated. I'm like, man, can you just stop yelling and calm down? And he got offended. That's where it started. He got offended at me telling him or asking him to calm down for the purpose of so we can all understand what he's trying to say. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I'm like, man, I'm trying to hear what you're saying and understand him. Ivermectin, because ivermectin is a people are flocking to that because of misinformation. And then we'll come find out when we actually read the article, the judge ruled in the family's favor so that their loved one, their grandmother or what have you,
with a buffalo,
received the drug. And see what I was explaining to the brother is that's an anecdotal situation, because we could pull up ivermectin killing somebody. So if you take an isolation and stuff and you go 1 for 1, okay, they think it saved this woman's life, but it killed this person over here. Now what?
Yeah, key word is they think, and they said it may possibly, it could possibly have helped. Like they're not even being specific to say that they did because they didn't test. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a large enough group to see and weed out all the all the flaws and to keep, you know what I'm saying, to get everything precise.
Exactly.
So you read the article, it tells you that in the article. But I guess
exactly. It really did.
Yeah.
It really did. It read a couple of articles on a different subject. One was about vitamin D. The other one was about ivermectin. And really it all boils down to people are actually pushing an anti-vax narrative, you know, but what's crazy to me, like really, really crazy, is that those people who are doing that, they don't even know enough about the vaccines. They don't even know enough about the vaccines. They don't know enough about vaccines in general, but these specific ones, and they don't know enough about the immune system. And that's where the conversation breaks down. So I'm like, well, what are you basing your things on? And it always goes to one of three things. One is, well, I just don't trust the white man.
Always.
That's like that's like the go-to. That's the go-to reply right there. I just don't trust the white man, or I don't trust the white man's science, or you know, or they'll bring up, along the same vein, they'll bring up Tuskegee and say we have no reason to trust them because, you know, it's an experimental vaccine and we know about experimenting on black folks and stuff when it's really poor people and everything. But it's just crazy to me that they haven't even read about the vaccine, because like earlier, Unbiased, you brought up AstraZeneca vaccine, and there's another one that's similar to Johnson & Johnson is doing one that's using a similar platform. So you have these different platforms, next gen, and then a more conventional but still unapproved platform. So you have vector vaccines using vector viruses. I don't know if you want to pull that AstraZeneca back up, but it's an important takeaway from that one that people should be aware of.
I pull it back up. Give me a second.
It's a bit different than the old conventional ways. The conventional ways, you know, is an attenuated vaccine, which is a weakened one, or just an outright whole one that's killed. And those are the classical conventional ways that vaccines are developed. But these new technologies or platforms are different. And they've been in development for a while, but now the technology has gotten to the point where they've been successful. And this DNA, you got a DNA kind of vaccine, mRNA kind of vaccine. Then you have these vector vaccines that use an existing virus, but swaps the genetic material of that virus and then injects it in humans. And that's what AstraZeneca does. They take a virus that is harmful to animals. I think that one is specific to chimpanzee, called an adenovirus, and they swap the genetic material to produce the spike protein for SARS-CoV-2, and then inject it in the human, hoping that the human will then develop the spike protein and then promote or trigger an immune response. And so that's different. And that's all people have to understand.
Yeah, cutting edge.
Yeah, let me pull that thing back up. Yeah, so that's why I asked them, well, going back, piggybacking about how they don't even know about vaccines, let alone viruses. You know, we had conversations, and every time we get somebody on here, they start talking about different pathogens. And this is why I asked them which one, because I know they don't know. And Sosa, I ain't gonna say any names, Sosa, but you was there. And when I went home, brother, tuberculosis is indeed a bacteria. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I read it. Like, come on.
Oh, no, but here's the thing.
He conceded the next day, but
here's the thing with that.
Next day,
I don't know if you picked up on on when I came in. Well, no, this was in the chat. So this is before I was on my mic, but I was in the chat, and I was I didn't you didn't see it, but the sickness is named after
the
bacteria.
The organism.
That's what I kept saying. I swear, hold on. I'm gonna read it again.
It's the same thing. No, but that was with Haskell.
Haskell,
yeah. But with Java, the only reason why I even asked that question, because when he was going in, and I'm not trying to rehash it, Haskell. I'm just, this is what happens. You make a mistake. You dig? We ain't gonna just bury it. Sometimes it's gonna come back alive, like right now. But this is why I asked the question, because I sensed that he was confusing it as though it was virus related. That's why I carefully asked the question where it wasn't like I was attacking him or saying he didn't know. I said, bro, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm just curious because you're making me believe. I'm getting this weird feeling that you don't know what it is. Brother, is it a virus or a bacteria? Because we were talking about viruses. That's why I had to ask that question. Why are we going bacteria when we're talking about viruses? That's why.
Yeah. And see, and on that conversation, that whole conversation was a waste because no one in the scientific community makes the claim that vaccines are the 100% reason why disease it's eliminated and things like that. It's a combination of things, and all scientists know this. All virologists, epidemiologists.
In germ theory itself, it doesn't like when you read germ theory itself, it tells you the history of how it came about, and it tells you like, that's not. It tells you how things, it says sanitation, like things like that,
right,
is the reason for this, and like it tells you if you could clean up all that stuff, it helps rid yourself of it. So it's a whole bunch of things plus vaccinations.
Exactly. There's a combination of things, and it's never cut and dry. It's never black and white. And you have a demographic of people who, if they don't use the I just don't like it because of the white man thing, they will resort back to a non-winnable argument by saying viruses in and of itself just do not exist. Why? Because they have not proven the existence of a virus by way of Koch's postulates, not understanding that microbiology and Koch's postulates is not the gold standard for the existence of viruses. You could pick up any virology textbook today, and it will have a section all about it, just totally dismantling that argument. That's like an old argument that's floating around in the fringe, quacky demographic of people, and so for our people to pick up on that and just keep repeating it, it's just mind-boggling to me.
It's like going back to flat Earth.
Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. Viruses do not exist, or it wasn't isolated. The isolation of viruses is totally different because of the nature of viruses themselves. I mean, this is like virology 101. Like I'm telling you, man, people need to really, really like. I'm so sorry. I heard you mention you watch Vincent Rancinello, and stuff. I mean, people, that channel and people and channels like that, man, that should be like a requirement for these conversations. Like if people don't watch the basics, like the 101s.
They'll say, even if you don't watch the videos, the lecture, just watch This Week in Virology just real quick, and just watch the Q&As. You can learn a lot from the Q&As.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of YouTube videos that's breaking down things very, very simply. Bias, I sent you one just a little while ago, just breaking down the different technologies of vaccines. It's like about 6 different delivery systems, and they go over each one and which one pertains to the COVID-19 vaccine candidates and things like that. So it's a good watch. It's like 10 minutes long. So, but anyway, Sean, I see Sean in the chat. He said that the anti-vax is not really prevalent in the Black community, only in small places. But that just depends, because in my experience now, I've seen large platforms where there are people that are actually saying F the vaccine. Like that's an actual battle cry among the youth now in their 20s, because
it's picking up things.
Yeah, rappers, especially with the app called Clubhouse. If y'all are familiar with Clubhouse, if you go on Clubhouse and you start looking for groups that's talking about health and vaccines and stuff like that, it has definitely picked up. A lot of people are on that anti-vax sentiment. You know, there's a lot of people. There's large groups. I mean, 21 Savage had a group. It's like a whole bunch of people, young people on there. F the vaccine. They're not even saying F the virus. They're saying F the vaccine. F the vaccine and this and that. And it's just it's just crazy. So we got to be mindful of that, just educate people.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like I know, I said it is picking up steam. I am seeing it somewhat picking up steam, but some of it too, I'm like, I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? Some people I think saying it and they won't. There are other people saying it because it's popular to say. But when that line forms around the corner, like people do when they get in them J's, they're gonna be in them lines. I'm sure I'm gonna see a lot of black folks in them lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was telling unbiased, I think Georgia got like 900,000, right? And they had an elderly lady call in. You know what I'm saying? And she was talking about how difficult it is to get an appointment to get a vaccine.
Yeah, and what I also noticed is that people really, really do not understand science, and a lot of people who are jumping on the bandwagon of trying to get down with science, they're approaching it as if it's a belief system or religion. They have those same expectations and not understanding how science works, how science is self-correcting. It's the domain of evidence. So as evidence change, the explanations change. And like Haskell made a comment a second ago that virology is a schizophrenic discipline. And that's reflective of science in and of itself. It's always self-correcting as data comes and things can be falsified. It's a falsifying phenomenon or endeavor. You're trying to falsify coincidence. You're trying to eliminate coincidence, eliminate chance, eliminate all of the possibilities to get to the objective truth, the reality. And so along that timeline, things and explanations may change. And this is every scientist understands that. It's the non-scientists and non-scientific thinking that people are trying to hold a standard that just doesn't apply. It just really doesn't apply. It's like trying to hold a dog up to a human standard. It just doesn't apply. Only a fool would do that. And so a lot of fools out here that are trying to hold belief standards up to science. And that's just not how it is. And a lot of these people, they didn't do very well in science or math as a youth. That's just the bottom line. I mean, I know a lot of people who hated math and science in school. and they may get down with it and learn later, but a lot of people don't like math and science.
Yeah, I know in high school I hated it. I ain't gonna lie. I love it now though, but I hated it when I was in high school.
I know a lot of people are this was crazy to me. A lot of people are learning the science, are learning to talk about the science just to go against the science. That's the only reason for trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's how pseudoscience is perpetrated, because people will use scientific jargon out of context and wrong. And so what they do is they look up things and they see words and that the words stick with them, but they don't really know how it's used and how it applies in the different fields. And you can easily pick it up. We see it on different platforms. People use certain words way off and be totally off, totally out of context and things like that. That's a clear, easy sign of pseudoscience.
Yeah, and the fact that, if we're having a discussion, okay, we could be at odds on different scientific points, right? Maybe I'm misinformed, maybe you're misinformed. You know what I'm saying? But it's like on everything, like you on the opposite side of me would be on every scientific topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't get 70%, 80% in line. Like, come on. Like, it's crazy. That's just crazy.
What's going on, Sauce? How you doing, bro?
Uncle K, what's good? Chilling, man. Chilling.
Good, man. How you doing, brother Wuja?
All right, what's going on? Hey, you. I know your ears must have been ringing because they're talking about how you did your boy Rahman last night.
I know, yo. I just was having some fun, yo. Just like Social just said, man. I just started to realize, yo, that we just over their head, man. And they never gonna get it. It's not the easy thing to do, yo. I don't think they're gonna get it. I think you got to work to get it. So the easy stuff is the confirmation bias. Yeah, I mean, once I learned that the science is counterintuitive, I was like, dang, they ain't gonna be able to get it. It's not gonna be able to get it. Like, I don't think everybody can get it, man. No matter how you slow it down, speed it up, crack a joke, it's not the popular thing to do, yo. It's been, I think that
bell curve might be
man,
true.
They promoted that bullshit, man. So we digging out that hole, yo. The whole black hole, the black allergy, yo.
But you know, like some the top hard scientists, like in physics and stuff, like I forgot the brother's name with the salt and pepper hair afro. I always forget his name.
Neil deGrasse?
No, not Neil deGrasse.
Neil
deGrasse is one of them. But if you listen to them in their candid interviews, they will tell you that when they're teaching science at a certain level, it's almost like scientists have to lie to you because of the nature of how they have to discuss certain information. And it's really a challenge. And that's why, people like Neil deGrasse Tyson should really, really be praised, because it's not easy to really make complicated subject matters, very, very simple and stuff like that to where a mass amount of people can understand. We need more of that. And but they will tell you, though, it's a difficult thing, and a lot of initiatory systems are the same way. You just can't come flat out and just tell somebody something without bringing them up to a certain level of understanding. And we understand that because that's how K through 12 educational system is made. You're not going to talk to a third grader and just bust open a calculus book first day of school in third grade. It's building blocks that have to happen. And so what people try to do is they try to microwave that build up process. They want to microwave it like an overnight thing, like come back a week later and then all of a sudden they masters at virology, masters at this and that. And that's not how you do it. It's not gonna work.
Hey, Ujai, let me piggyback on that. So just like when old boy pull up a couple links and other guys that come on this panel, they pull up links and like, dude, that's not how you do it, because like you have an agenda already. Like you're trying to prove, because I asked them clearly, like I asked Easy Band, like they're presenting stuff like it replaces vaccines. That's why I always ask them that. Like, so this is the replacement, this is the alternative. And they all say yes. It's like, yeah, but your report's not saying that. And then your report says it's saying it's inconclusive. So, but the way we research, like we don't research with a bias, right? We just want to know for ourselves. That's just it. Like I would love for the mRNA vaccine to have no side effects and be for everybody. But I'm not going to do my research just looking for that, blinded by the possible side effects. I'm going to take in the good with the bad. If the side effects there, fine. But I'm not going to act like they don't exist and just act like anybody can take the vaccine without any, risk or adverse effects, if I want to say. But and this is for the chat. Mm-hmm. That's why I set him up lovely, and I did set him up as a talking point. I said, bro, if you got a problem with RNA vaccines, then you said no problem with AstraZeneca, because AstraZeneca is using the adenovirus. This is using a real virus, the proteins of it. So it's not an RNA vaccine, meaning that it's not experimental, as they say. It's not new. You do know now, because adenovirus is one of the common colds, and it's been around for a long while. So we do know, right? So there's no excuses. So if they don't want the RNA vaccine, Pfizer, Moderna, then wait for the Oxford, AstraZeneca. We got you covered.
The second generation joints. Right. They used the second generation arguments against us on this.
Right.
They ain't even up on the technology, on the platforms. It's fun, man. I don't know. I'm just, and I just didn't know a whole community full of leadership is on that. And so I kind of like looked at it and realized that it's just it's that black allergy that gets in the way, yo.
Yeah.
You
like
can't
what y'all said earlier.
Black allergy, you can't. And it's fear. You fear and black allergy, you're done.
Yep. What y'all said earlier, like it's the white man's the devil. So with that being said, and science is white. So that means we gotta go to alternative to science, which is pseudoscience. Because science is the white man, so we gotta get something that's ours, and that's pseudoscience.
That ain't even ours, because the pseudoscience is the white people, New Age. That's the New Age system. The science that we developed, right, or the foundation that we put in, they go against. So it's like it almost makes you. I know I started weaning myself off of black allergy when I realized I was a walking contradiction. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, the white man's science, but then you teach that the foundation of science is in Africa. Okay, that's a contradiction. Which one is it?
Yeah,
the white man is the devil, but then you need all the shit created by white people: cars, buses, trains, FDA, all that.
Cell phone, iPhone.
Yeah, walking contradiction. You know what I'm saying? You know, that black allergy was strong when I was in Malachi, York, and camp, because that's what it is. That's black allergy, and really, that's their portal into your mind. Is because you love black people and you want to redeem your ancestors from slavery.
Right.
Yeah. Instead of fixing yourself now, you kind of, how they said, you're affected by the things that happened to your ancestors, to the point where you can't even move. You like stifled. So I think it's a mental problem, and science is hard. So I don't know, man. That's something you guys study for yourself. And I think reading comprehension. So most people not even on a third grade reading level we talking to. I mean, and that ain't even no joke. Like seriously, like
that's actually a fact.
Yeah, the comprehension. You know what I'm saying? Like who was that, yo, that we was talking to, and they wouldn't read the daggone the
Easy
abstract.
Bands.
Yeah, skipping lines. We were like, why you
skip the whole line.
Inky did that. He skipped the whole paragraph. He was reading. He stopped right there when it say, yeah, and it's been tested, because he was saying that the mercies. I don't know, man. Hey, look, man, though. So I'm always trying to figure out this beast. And nobody never said don't take vitamin D, though. That's the crazy part about it. Right, everybody got vitamin D.
See, you better take vitamin D. If you don't get that vitamin D, you better not. What you talking
everybody got vitamin D.
That's not an option. That's not an option, bro. Like
everybody got vitamin D, yo. I'm like, dude, we ain't stopped taking vitamin D. I can go show you right now. Vitamin D, vitamin C. I got plenty of orange juice and the pills in the morning. That's the first, like iron pills. I got that. They act like we was trying to take their vitamins away from them, yo.
Hey, Sosa, can you send Corey the link?
Where Corey at?
Can you take it to his phone?
He must be the I don't gotta do it. He must be in the iPhone chat. I'm in the other chat.
What I gotta do? Let me see.
Yeah, there is.
Let me read this to y'all. Tell me if this makes sense, yo. Everybody tell me if this makes sense. The purpose of zinc, vitamin C, and I'll add vitamin D is to help equip the immune system in response time and intensity to pathogens. This van lowers your chances of complicated and fatal respiratory inflammation from SARS-CoV-2 infection.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact? You think that's a fact?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D.
All vitamins do. All vitamins
hold on. Directly equip your immune system to respond in response time and intensity Come on, man. That can't be
right,
true.
Look, let me say this. All vitamins do is that they don't make your white blood cells and all your other cells do anything better than what they already can do. But because we have poor diets, because we're malnutrition, we're obese, our white blood cells are not responding in appropriate time. So they're behind. This is why you have underlying conditions and you die quicker, right? Or you're higher risk. All vitamins do is make sure your white blood cells and other cells, phagocytes, whatever, respond when they're supposed to respond. Not quicker, not faster, not stronger. Just on time. That's it.
Push you to position to fight.
Right. That's it. Because our diets compromise our immune system and they don't respond on
What's
time.
going on, Corey? All right, go get me a source on that. I'm waiting.
Okay, I got it right here.
What up?
Yeah,
What up, I'm biased.
Peace, Corey.
Hey,
Concrete.
I got the Moderna vaccine today.
Oh, where?
So that's they go my vaccine card.
Damn jealous.
Pseudo killers practice what they preach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got an essential worker tag?
Nah,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
y'all niggas shit the vaccine.
Don't worry about how I got it. Just know I got
it. Don't put your government on there, bro.
Man, these niggas be selling the vaccine.
It's all good. My government is always up there. They know my name, Corey McKinney. They already know my name, man. My government.
They're gonna be knocking at your door, bro.
I'm cutting the vaccine line.
Ain't none of that on there. Ain't none of that on there.
Hey, peace,
on
there. Oh, let me say this. I forgot to say this. Let me say this real quick, and I go back. But I'm gonna find you that. Let me say this real fast. So
you tapping out.
No, I can pull it up on vitamin. It'll tell you the same thing about vitamin D. I can pull that up.
I got you.
All right, let's read it. Let's read it for the audience.
Right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, because when it comes to vitamins, it's broken up as nutrients. You got macronutrients, that's your fatty acids and whatever else. Then you have your then you have your micronutrients, and that's all the vitamins, right? Okay. And then a separate category is your probiotics. So those are 3 categories: it's macro, micro, and probiotics. Those things help your immune system fight or respond optimally. Again, not faster, not stronger, not smarter, just with the way it's supposed to be. Okay. But before we do that, so I work at a pharmaceutical company, right? I'm like a little bit over a weekend, and already, Zen, the boss just said we should all get tested because some fool tested positive. So now I gotta get tested tomorrow to see if, because we're all at risk of this dumb Negro, I don't know what he was, but dude exposed everybody to this damn coronavirus. So I just want to say that for the record. So if you don't hear from me, then
that's not the first time I heard that. I got a homeboy up in Pennsylvania that worked at a pharmaceutical company. He was saying the same thing. A couple people in there had came in and pretty much tested positive, and they had to all get tested.
Damn, right?
Man, I ain't seen you. I ain't heard from you in a
minute.
Mean
what?
I know you probably been over here on my bad, y'all. I ain't mean to interrupt, but
now go ahead,
my man Zen, man. I ain't hollered at my man Zen in a minute, man.
So yeah, I know, man. I've been laying low key. I've been listening to y'all stuff, but I just ain't been hopping on, bro. I just been laying.
Okay, you been subscribed to the pseudo killers, ain't you?
He been in the chat.
Yeah. I'm on there.
Okay.
But I
just want to make sure you in. That's all.
I don't never get no invite or nothing, so I just be chilling, man. I be in the background chilling. I be in the
you made that up, Zay. You made that up. Whatever, nigga. Whatever. It is an exclusive.
Hey, what's up with y'all, though, man? It's good to talk to y'all, man. How y'all doing?
At war all the way.
Yeah. I know how you feel, man.
I know. I'm really more disappointed.
I'm getting close. I'm in my history right now, looking for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for everybody to do that. Where Wuja at? He the expert on the vitamins. Where you at, Wuja? Gone.
It's coming up.
Yeah, he muted. He's still on here. He just muted right now.
I'll step away.
Nah, I don't think nope, I don't believe that. Make this shit react faster. Karate.
No.
That's the statement I said, yo. You gotta listen to the statement I said.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I know, man. I read the quote and I said, is it true or not? You can't add your own shit to make it true.
Oh, nah. I didn't hear you say faster.
I ain't hear like the necessarily faster.
You know how I look at them vitamins. You know what they saying about them vitamins is fine, and I always try to put shit in layman's terms. So y'all might not want to ride with this, but you can ride a bike. You can ride a bike without putting oil on the chain, right? But if you put some oil on the chain, that motherfucker gonna ride a little bit smoother for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that's what them vitamins do. You know what I mean?
That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what we saying. Like they prepare the body to fight. They put your body in the best position to do what it can to fight.
Yeah.
Especially that vitamin D. If you vitamin D,
get some sleep, man. Get some good sleep, man. Reset your immune system, man.
You need all that. You need
all exercise, man. Eat a balanced diet, man.
Deficient though. If you're vitamin D deficient, like you're going down, bro.
Yeah. In the wintertime, I'm vitamin D deficient like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah. Aren't most black folks in America vitamin D deficient?
No.
Yeah.
I heard it.
A lot of them is.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I don't know, I probably would challenge y'all on that.
The milk conversation.
That's just straight up nature, right there. That's just straight science right there.
It's all in the milk conversation,
I'm not going down that milk rabbit hole with you no more, yo.
I gotta beat y'all up, but what I'm telling you is
that. You can tell them about Genghis Khan if you go down that milk rabbit hole,
Hey, what I told him, what I learned, well, also in that milk conversation is the fact that since a lot of black people are lactose intolerant, in the early age, they tend to stay away from milk. So they don't supplement the vitamin D that they don't get from the milk. So I'm saying they just like how I did. I just said, damn, I'm gonna quit drinking milk. You know what I'm saying?
So you forgot the conversation already. To be like they misuse the term lactose intolerant means that you cannot at no point milk at all. You intolerant to
Master Stinky Inky told me something different, bro.
Yeah, lactose intolerant means that if I drink the milk, it'll cause reaction.
A serious reaction, though. You know what I'm saying? Intolerant.
Yeah, I ain't gonna die.
What's the other word, though? What's the other word?
There's other terminology. You get into the minutiae. We talk about lactose malabsorbent and shit like that. But
no. One is something like what we really are. We be thinking we're intolerant, but we really not. We just might have a reaction to it. Remember what it was? Called? Yeah, it got
lactase, right?
It wasn't. It's probably what most of us are, though. You know what I'm saying? When we drink some milk, might get gas.
It's either lactase persistent or lactase non-persistent. Lactose intolerance is the response. is the response you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done been down the road before. That's why I'm trying to.
That's like a melanin. That's like that melanin rabbit hole. You know, that's
I'm saying like I'm saying it's like you got to study it. Like I ain't just studied this for the milk conversation. I know it from other sciences, bro. Like you can't just. It's deeper than that.
You know about that. I mean the milk. Because you remember we just looked at that the whole thing about Genghis Khan and all of them, right?
That's why he beat niggas up because he had the milk. Disease with him, the milk and the disease.
Mm-hmm. I think didn't Genghis Khan also bleed his horse? Though, when they drinking like horse blood?
Oh my god!
They eat the horse.
No, they was eating them. They was eating them.
But they also drained the blood. Like also was drinking the blood too. Like so
they would have been doing some of that. They might have did a little bit of that.
This allowed them so they wouldn't have to stop and build fire.
No, they was eating them so they wouldn't have to stop. They had the milk and they was eating them.
Yeah.
They used to drink blood. But do you know why they didn't have to stop though? Because they had the milk. That's what really made them not stop.
Right. They had the milk.
And the blood. I gotta get the article.
They was eating the horses, yo. It disappointed me, yo.
They did eat the horse. Of course they ate the horse, but I'm saying they also drank the blood.
So I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm
that's
gonna argue
probably
with you the
like a
last 10
ritual
times.
type
I ain't
deal.
arguing with you no more. I'm
You
done.
beat up.
Huh?
I can see that adding some iron to
Nope,
keep them
I ain't gonna
warm
argue with you.
too.
I just
That
know I was
iron keep them
disappointed
warm.
with him though. I
Hey,
was
Unc, are you ready
disappointed
now?
with
I got it, Unc. You ready?
Nope.
I got it for you. I put it in the chat for you guys. Oregon State. This is from the Easy Bands. All right. This is the Easy Bands link right here. I got it. I just found it.
It's an Easy Bands link.
Yeah, but the pseudos be having good links nowadays. I like this link.
Oh, they always got a good source, but don't never say what they say is gonna say.
Right. They said wrong, but I understand this. I understand this right here. All right, so we got Oregon State, so we know that this is EDU. We know this is a credible source right here. It says immunity and
after
brief.
you finish, I'm gonna read the Genghis Khan how they used to stick the draw blood from the heart's vein. That's gonna be next.
So it says immunity and brief. It says macronutrients, long chain omega-3 fatty acids, overnutrition and obesity, protein, energy, malnutrition, micronutrients, copper, folate, iron, and all the vitamins, and zinc right there. Then it says dietary factors, probiotics. So now which one? Now look, they talk about all of them and how they contribute to your immune system. So they talk about innate, acquired. It talks about all this stuff right here, right? Okay. And guess what? It's going to go all the way down. It talks about all the cells that's involved, cytokines, everything here, the killer cells. Okay, now watch this. I'm gonna go a little first. So now let's talk about what they do. And look, the immune specific. So this is a great link that he actually stumbled across. I go to this first now. So it talks about overnutrition and obesity, what this does in the immune system. So which one do you, and it talk about PEM, protein, energy, malnutrition. So now which vitamin? Now look,
get to the vitamins, yo.
So here we go. Copper. What it does. Copper is an essential mineral that assists in energy production, iron utilization, antioxidant defense, and the synthesis of neurotransmitters and connective tissue. Immune specific, copper is a structural and functional component of an important antioxidant enzyme called superoxide demustase that protects immune cells from oxidative damage. Copper may also help cells of the innate immune response kill bacteria. What do? Copper helps cells of the innate immune response kill bacteria.
Yeah, copper is
Hey, nigga, I'm still looking for the D and I ain't say nothing about copper. You heard me.
Yeah,
which one?
So what I need to wear copper jewelry, yo?
Yeah. See, you messing them up, yo.
I need a copper
let me read the statement again.
I want it.
I gotta get me a
which one?
copper
Vitamin D?
I need some quartz crystal or something.
I'll read again. The
Well,
purpose
that's
of
proof
zinc.
my copper armband worked.
Hold on.
Copper armband.
Look,
is that what you mean when it changed colors?
Look, the purpose of zinc, vitamin C.
Oh, zinc?
Yeah, hold on. The purpose of zinc, vitamin C, and I'll add vitamin D is to help equip the immune system in response time.
That's what we said.
And intensity to pathogens. I ain't believing that. You ain't read that yet. You start talking about a whole lot of other shit. You ain't say that.
Look, okay, zinc is required for the growth and development of immune cells involved in both innate and acquired immunity. So what does zinc require? Zinc is required for the growth and development of immune cells involved in both innate and acquired immunity. Zinc is important for
Easy Band's gonna get on here and cuss all of y'all out for acting like y'all didn't know what he was talking about though.
Right, look, yeah, come on, man. That ain't come on, yo. You know,
we got antibodies here, right?
Come on, yo. Listen, yo.
Zinc is important.
Come on, yo.
Important for the synthesis of
antibodies. All nutrients are though. For cell growth across the board, including your immune cells. So that's not what we're saying. We're saying that you're not going to power up your motherfucking immune system with the vitamins.
We've been said that.
Okay, but that's what the statement is saying, though.
But the thing is, what that article said, it talked about fighting against bacteria. So if it's talking about fighting bacteria, then you already caught the virus, and now it's then gave you the disease.
Right. You got bacteria.
That ain't what we're talking about. Yeah, but don't use an article for fighting a thing as opposed to this is saying that before you catch it, that's what that's going to do.
Oh, not okay. Look,
is that what that article saying?
Yeah, I don't know what Corey. I'm confusing everybody.
I'm not. I said it. I said the purpose of zinc. Listen, the purpose of zinc, vitamin C, and I'll add vitamin D, is to help equip the immune system in response.
That's what we're reading.
All
but
right,
I don't know what you're reading though.
That sounds a lot better. Yeah.
No, but Corey, that's what I'm reading. Unc is reading. Unc got like a pseudo link or pseudo whatever, right? Unc, you got something like that.
No, just a statement somebody made. That's all.
Right. That's what I mean. Hey Corey, what I'm trying to say is, Unc is quoting from a pseudo.
Oh, okay. He being an enabler today. I thought you was enabling for a minute though. There,
no,
umpire.
No.
All right, but look, I dropped the anti-EU source in the back chat, right?
About the horses?
Yes.
Yeah, now, I never debate you on that at all. I never argued
them about drinking horse blood.
I never said nothing about that. I said I was disappointed in Genghis Khan.
Okay, well, I was going to read it so that people will know, because even with the milk thing, like if you get that milk map, you'll know about the ages and them being lactase deficient.
Now, where you put that at?
Listen, curiously, the Mongols rarely drank fresh milk as they were lactase deficient.
Oh, man. That goes against the whole thing. Go ahead.
Horse blood was drunk when water was in short supply, draining it from the animal's neck without killing it.
Ah, man. Okay.
How old is that article?
Yeah, that ain't it.
I mean, this article is 2019, but I just read it in the book 2020. That's how I know. That's how I know about it. You know what I'm saying? That's how, because when I heard it, I was like,
wait.
We just got through reading that.
Yo, wait a minute. So I'm saying that those particular set of human beings could drink milk when everybody else around them couldn't.
Who? Which ones?
The Mongol warriors.
They could drink milk, yo.
When? Yeah. No, not everybody. Maybe a certain segment.
It was the warrior. It was the ones that was on the move. It was the warriors. It wasn't. I don't think it was everybody. I wouldn't say it was everybody. I'm just saying it was the warriors.
They was traveling. They was diverse. It wasn't as you know what I mean. They was more diverse than
they would have to have, in order for them to be drinking milk, they would already had to have access to it and went through that whole evolutionary process to get to that stage. Like I said,
what they were talking about. Yeah,
like I'm saying, like some of them, like the article said, they didn't drink a lot of it because they were
these niggas drank milk, yo. That's why they had a lot of energy. They ain't had to eat. They could just drink milk.
They was moving like they thought it would take them a week to get to a spot. It'd take them 2 days.
That's because what they would do, they would hook the blood. They would drink blood, suck blood from the horse's neck, bro. I'm telling you that's what an article I just read, and that's what the reason I know that, and I can go to the source.
So we arguing over the milk. Hold on, so we arguing over the milk now?
No, I'm talking about the draining of the horse blood. That's what sustained it.
I'm not familiar with that. That's new to my head, so I'm not fighting you on that. What I'm saying is they drank milk, and it gave them a source of blood. Ain't give you a source of energy. We ain't fucking vampires. Like, you gotta stop that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Don't say that, bro. Until you read it.
No, you cannot just drink blood. No, you won't get me.
Bro,
no,
I just read you a source of what they was drinking, bro.
You can get some iron
that's
out
what
of
I'm
there.
saying. You be arguing with me. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what.
No, we're not. No, you're not arguing. Listen, whoa. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're just trying to beat me up.
No, I'm not trying to beat you up. What I'm saying is, like,
did you hear what I
said?
You said for water. Hold on, you said for water, correct?
Nah, it gave them sustenance, bro. Drinking blood, drinking a horse's blood gave them sustenance. Like, tell you what, get the source of the milk and let's look at it. On the Mongols drinking milk.
Nope, I'm gonna let you have it. Because I promise you I wasn't gonna argue with you for no reason. It ain't worth it.
So I'll tell you, like, I don't.
I ain't gonna lie all the time.
I'm saying if I say something, if I say it, I ain't just saying it just because it say it. Like, I mean, I read it.
I'm gonna let you go.
I mean, I read it, bro.
So you want to bet that they ain't drink no milk? That's the bet you gonna take, man.
The article said that they drank milk, but it was rare. So I'm not gonna say that they didn't drink milk. I'm saying that it wasn't common for them to drink milk. But I will say that they drank blood, and they drink the blood for sustenance. This is what allowed them to travel long distances. They wouldn't have to get off their horse, because normally they would have to get off their horse, make a fire, the whole nine. But Like this is breakdown in the book. This in that book of what Daniel Lieberman, bro. Like Health and Human Disease, I believe is either in that book or another book I read before that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about that specific. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, man. Let me see. 4,400 Moderna vaccine doses not kept cold enough may be usable.
Hey, Sosa.
Maybe unusable. Of course not.
Hey, Sosa, you ever seen the Netflix series Marco Polo?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah. About Genghis Khan.
Yeah, that shit dope as hell. Both seasons.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
Nah, that one right there. That show right there is deep, bro.
Huh?
For what it is on Netflix.
What's wrong?
Yeah, it's deep. It's deep too, and they give you a whole different perspective of Genghis Khan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't like he was. You know what I'm saying? They was cruel, but nigga wasn't no idiots.
He's a lot more moral than than what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. In Western culture, they always gonna make motherfuckers out bad.
They just had their way. You know what I'm saying? They had their way. You know what I'm saying? But he would keep like a person from each different area and stuff. You feel me? So he would have an understanding of how they operate. You feel me? But he'd treat them like kings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, like he was mad skeptical, but he kept people in these areas of skeptical scientists, should I say?
Like a little round table of people. Like
yeah. And that was cool though, because he was optimistic, and you know what I mean? Like he wasn't closed-minded with stuff. I mean, that was just the depiction on the show, but
but it better work though. It don't work though. Like your plan better work, or you might be out of here, bro. Like, okay.
Yeah. It better work. What you saying better be right, because it feel right to me right now. And if it ain't right, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I'll have to kill you. Yeah. Genghis Khan was a fool.
So Rahman didn't pull up. Now Rahman said he was gonna come on today. I told Rahman, I said, Rahman, I said to be fair, I said to be fair, I didn't really look into ivermectin. Right? That was new to me.
You gotta do what?
I was trying to read it on the fly, and it just wasn't working because I was trying to talk as well. It's difficult to research something on the fly and still talk. So I said, bro, come on tomorrow night, and we'll talk about ivermectin.
Oh, how much is it?
And dude fronted. He fronted. He didn't come on. All right.
40?
If you send me the chat, send me the link.
So you stand a chance of having something wrong with the baby too.
But the dude didn't show up. All right.
I forgot. You getting old with me.
It's so 40, right?
Yeah. Might need to let that shit go.
So again, just for the chat, there is no alternative for vaccine. All right. There's nothing out there.
You ain't getting no baby.
Definitely nothing FDA approved or FDA backed. Right. Nothing like that. Nothing that is EUA approved or authorized. Nothing like that is out there that replaces the vaccine. Just for the record. And for the record, for anybody who tells you that
get off that, let's think about business, houses, travel.
Hit the mute button. Mute out.
Don't tie us down for another 18, yo.
Go on mute.
Mute out, hit the mute button.
This guy,
The hell with that blood. I don't believe. That's the white man sound.
I'm going to mute.
I swear. I swear.
Hey, what's up, Jan?
Yo,
I've been trying to put you up on game.
The vaccine is our food, bro. Yo, the vaccine gotta go through our intestines, bro.
That little gut stuff. Yeah, that RZA stuff.
Yeah. This is
I got the wrong one.
Oh yeah, the whole. Oh, let me say this.
They put mine in the arm.
So look, So, hey, Corey, this is a talking point from RZA and like the Del Big Trees and those guys. They be saying ingestion versus injection, and they would get this whole pseudoscience spill about how ingestion is a better way. So basically, if you ingest the virus or the bacteria, that builds upon a natural immune response. This is RZA and the quacks talking, right? But they say if you inject, it skips that process. So I pulled up study on that. It said baloney. If it hits the blood, it responds the same way. It sees no difference. Injection or ingestion. The immune response doesn't see any difference once it gets into the blood. Okay. And I just want to give a drill real fast to the chat. If y'all out here, because we out here practicing beating up pseudos, and sometimes they get stuck. Right. So one talking point you can use is if they have a problem with the RNA vaccine, they say it's new, they don't trust it, it's new science, experimental, then please mention the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. That's the old way. They're using a real virus. There's nothing experimental about that. It's old news. It's the adenovirus, which is a common cold. So that is the old way. It's not the new way, the RNA stuff. It's the old way of doing it. So there's no way out of this. They got vaccines the old way and the new way. That's it. I'm going to mute.
That's how you know niggas was lying, though. They never was going to take it. That's the whole game. I ain't never met an anti-vaxxer that said he was an anti-vaxxer. I debated against these niggas in Harlem, and all of them said they wasn't anti-vaxxer. I'm like, the fuck out of here.
Including Divine.
Including Divine, yo. I did that.
And then
what the hell is going on?
But then these same people want to have a conversation about genetics. And it's like, you don't even understand how the immune system works. How am I going to have a conversation with you about genetics? It's just, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense. You hit it right in the nose. Niggas want to talk, but don't. And how about the conversation about genetics and don't believe in genetics? Don't believe in evolution, but you talk about mutations and haplogroups, which are mutations. Like you don't even but you don't believe in evolution though.
It's what they call it the not divine intervention. What they call it?
You're talking about intelligent design.
Intelligent design. There we go.
Yeah, everybody want to make that shit intelligent.
Every part of evolution you want to claim, oh, is that an intelligence doing it? Like, no, like, I don't know, man.
I know. Watch this. When a T cell encounters a foreign pathogen, it extends a vitamin D receptor. A nigga run with that, yo. This is essentially a signaling device that allows the T cell to bind to an active form of vitamin D. The steroid hormone, calcium. T cells have a symbiotic relationship with vitamin D. But
who is saying this?
I'm reading on an article on our immune system.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
not only does the T cell extend a vitamin D receptor, in essence, acting to bind to the steroid hormone version of vitamin D. So that's the key word: steroid hormone version of vitamin D, hormone version of vitamin D. Let me see, but the T cell expresses the gene CYP27B1, which is the gene responsible for converting the pre-hormone version of vitamin D. That's a good one. That's why everybody was trying. All right, here we go. Rest, sleep, and rest. The immune system is affected by sleep and rest, and sleep diversion it is detrimental to the immune function. Okay, complex feedback loops involving what's this chronokins? Am I saying it right? Crotokins Such, hold on, I ain't reading all that. Hold on, wait. Produce response infection appears to also play a role in regulation of non-rapid eye movement, sleep. Thus, the immune response to infection may result in changes to the sleep cycle, including increased low-wave sleep relative to REM sleep. In people suffering from sleep deprivation, active immunization may have a diminished effect and may result in lower antibody productions and lower immune response than would be noted as well in rest individuals. Okay, additional proteins such as NFIL3, which have been shown to be closely intertwined with both T differentiations and, let me see, remnants can be associated through disturbance of natural light and dark cycles through interest sleep. Hold on, wait a minute. In addition, negative, wait a minute. Hold on. All right, I want the nutrition. Hold on. Rapid regeneration. I need the nutrition one. Hold on. I know niggas need to be getting some sleep. That's for sure. Get some sleep. The sleep is better than the other shit. Huh. Bet you ain't know that. Immune system
Well, you could count Polite out because he doesn't sleep. He said he sleep like once every 3 days, something like that.
Yeah, man.
Polite still got to prove that he got an electron microscope.
Yeah, we still waiting on that. He probably go buy one and
speak Spanish.
He's the most pseudo guy in the universe for claiming that shit.
He said he sleep every 3 days. What?
Yeah. He said he doesn't go to sleep because you know why, Corey? He can study. So while we're asleep, he's studying. That's why we can't catch up.
Oh my God. Oh my.
And wait. But Rizza Islam is the dumbest thing on earth. Like he surpassed everybody else. Young pseudo, Curry. The dude did this when he was talking to Lupe Fiasco. He's so stupid that he was talking about thimerosal was in the Hep B vaccine and MMR. He meant to say aluminum, and he kept saying thimerosal the whole way. Now, he then mixed up ethyl and methyl mercury.
Yep.
So, hey, Corey, so he said methyl was the less toxic one, and ethyl was the more toxic one. I mean, anybody can do a simple Google search, and you'll know which one is the less toxic. I mean, Corey, he did this the entire time while he was debating Lupe. It was just so disingenuous and just no integrity, just a stupid dude on there. And look, he kept bragging about how he educate politicians. That's all he does. This a dumb dude, bro.
Quick question.
Yeah, we can. You know, we realized what he did though, right? He just memorized shit on that particular video.
Yeah,
we realized that
it was wrong. He memorized ethyl and methyl
I'm
backwards.
saying so he didn't learn it though. He memorized it.
Yeah, right.
That's what they all do.
Yeah, we figured it out. Yep, that video exposed me. He memorized it.
Did any of y'all see the video with Lupe Fiasco and Hotep Jesus?
Yeah. I'm telling folks about that shit. Yeah,
bro.
Lupe was surgical with that dude.
Hey, didn't he wash him up?
Yeah, he was
washed
surgical.
him up.
Yeah, he was surgical.
And Unbiased pointed this out to me because I ain't pointed out at first. But when I watched the Rizza Islam with Lupe, I was like, yo, Lupe ain't as prepared, but Unbiased said, you know what I mean, and he was correct on that. Lupe was already live and he wasn't expecting to go, talk about vaccines and et cetera, et cetera.
With a dumb nigga like Rizza Islam.
Rizza pulled up on him?
What happened? What happened was people was in the comments saying, "Yo, Rizza, you should talk to Rizza Islam, blah blah blah." So I think that they kind of like tagged him, and Rizza was over there, throwing his vaccine shirt and hat on, and getting his notes up on the laptop for real, because he had a vaccine shirt.
Lupe had nothing pulled up. He had no computer, no notes, nothing. He just off the top
yeah. And when he was on Hotep Jesus joint, that was like a more so podcast. Right. He was on YouTube and it was a long form. And Lupe had sources up. And he like, everything Hotep said, he like, nah, we got a source for this. and he pull it up. You know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And he couldn't deny nothing, really.
He backed out every point. Yeah, he backed out every point.
But with RZA had the laptop up in the background.
Yeah, he did.
And he was just going in, you feel me? You see his eyes just pointing in one direction.
Right.
And Lupe looking
straight
up at
down.
the sky, like Lupe looking like, I heard this before, but I don't got the source right now, so I can't, you know what I mean? And then he throwing a million questions at him at once. And it's like, how can I address
that's what but it wasn't questions, it was claims, and every claim was like jaw-dropping. It was like big claims, like, you know what I mean? The MMR vaccine causes autism.
3 to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to explain on each claim, and he got 7 claims in each stanza.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible. I didn't appreciate that, man.
But the killer was this, the killer was this. Later in the conversation, this dumb nigga RZA Islam didn't know. Lupe pointed out that the RNA doesn't have the germ in it. The dude, RZA was like, huh? He didn't know.
Yeah, he ain't memorized that book.
Hey, bro, he was invited to the CDC for who knows what reason, bro. Why the fuck is he invited to the CDC?
They try to experiment on him. That's why.
Anything.
Who is this guy? Who are you, bro?
I think we can all take a trip to the CDC though. If you in
this nigga said he was invited there by scientists.
The CDC had to call him.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Who invited you?
Like they hit him up like, yeah, we need you to come by here today. We got some shit.
Scientists invited you to come to the CDC.
We need your advice. We heard y'all got the top scientists.
We heard you the top pseudo in the country. We need you to come to the CDC.
They're like, hold on. Where's RZA? We need RZA. Oh my God, get RZA. Get RZA here.
Top pseudo in the country.
The top pseudo in the country.
They're making it big though. They're making it big though with him, with Umar and Tariq Nasheed, just them 3 alone, and they're following. You know what I'm saying? They're giving the legs though. They're giving the legs.
They did big thing, yo.
They probably experimented on RZA. Came down there, they injected the silly ass.
I share my damn screen around here, yo.
He got them superpowers. The black people was supposed to get on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Whatever that was, I don't know what that was. Yeah, RZA got the powers to save black people.
I'm trying to think what else he said that was stupid. Like, dude.
All right, here y'all go. Y'all see this?
The fact that he was saying that his 200-300 scientists that disagree with the hundreds of thousands of scientists.
Well, first of all, he lied about that. Yeah, he mentioned Ty Bollinger. We pulled that full up.
Hey, am I sharing my screen, yo?
No.
Right now, no.
Oh shit! How do this?
Zen. The medical expert he's talking about are chiropractor doctors. They got nothing. None of them are scientists, by the way. They just in the medical field. It might be a nurse, nurse assistant.
Yeah,
secretary.
Y'all see it now?
I mean, we know that. At the same time,
yeah, I got it on. Can y'all see it?
At the same time, what I'm saying is that people hear the doctor and they hear that medical field, and that's like a trigger word to them, and they don't hear nothing else.
All right, can y'all say it now? Goddamn.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, we see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from left to right, is that so? That's RZA Islam, right?
Oh my God, JF Kennedy.
It's JF Kennedy Jr., right? He the money.
Is that Del Victory?
Anti-vax, huh?
Is that Del Victory on the far right?
It looks like it. No, he ain't fat. No, that's not him.
That boy, they got that big grin on his face.
That's Farrakhan, right? That's Farrakhan, right?
Yeah.
Who that? 28 Muhammad?
Yep. So look, these are anti-vaxxers. So while I'm fighting these niggas is brought them into the community, yo. Like how, like that shit is discouraging, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they all stamped them.
Look at that there, yo.
Yeah, wait, that's Brian Hooker.
Yep, right there,
yep. Brian Hooker. Oh, damn, man. I'm good, bro.
See?
That's Brian Hooker.
See? I didn't look right beside him. Look, see? That's his homeboy. He says, my man. I talk to him all the time, right? Yeah, they got each other numbers.
They probably
That's his source. He the one feeding them all. Feeding them all the info. You feel me?
Yeah, that's his CDC source.
Yeah, here's what you say. Here's what you say.
How do we do this though? How do we? My point is, how is this possible, yo? Michelle,
that's our leadership, man. That's our leadership.
How does that make any sense?
It don't make any sense.
Well, this is why they all banned from social media. That's it right there.
That shit was kind of disturbing right there. Look at that.
Yeah, it's disturbing, yo. It's disturbing, yo.
I mean, to hear them talk about the white man like they do, and then hug up against the white man like that. I mean, that's
he cheesing. He cheesing too. Like,
he loving it. They
like,
just had
yes, I made it.
Steaks. They just had steak. They probably had a little bit of pork in the background. You know what I mean? They tell you what.
What do you think?
They had a little bit of bacon.
You think Elijah Muhammad would accept this? I'm not. I'll try to figure it out.
Wait.
All right. Elijah is white. The God is white.
Wait, hey, Sosa, that was. I got to say this for the record. What? Elijah Muhammad was not like that. Okay, he in his books, Message of Black Man, other books, bro. He did not when he said white man science. He didn't say it like it was faulty or fake. He was saying like they are in control right now. He was saying he was encouraging his members to go get it and use it to help do for self. He was not saying it as though stay away from it. Is dangerous. That was not his message when it comes to quote unquote white man science. He was saying use it is good. So I don't know why Farrakhan went the other way. So I just want to say that.
I wouldn't even say Farrakhan went the other way. I think that Farrakhan is pump faking like he went the other way, but he still.
All of them doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but once
it's a part of holding power over people and keeping an illusion. But at the same time, you ain't doing shit. You ain't progressing nothing. You have
when you introduce anti-vax information to the community, though, that's like a whole you chose a side. Right. The minute you done that, like you chose a side.
No. According to Rizza Islam, anti-vax America.
I can't hear you. Sound muffled, fam.
If you go get the vaccine,
can you hear?
You went worse.
No, we can't hear him.
Yeah, you like slipping to a vortex or something.
Yeah, they came and got you, yo.
Mm-hmm. Speaking on the minister.
I'm out of here. Yo, where you at, Corey? Corey's
What up, bro?
I'm out of here, man. I know you great. The vaccine great take over your ass. So fever and all that shit.
Man, it's already taking over, man. Shit. I'm about dozing off now.
Yep.
Hey man, Corey, hook me up, Corey. Let me get one, man. Hook me up for a shot.
Yeah, you ain't hold on some of that bottle. You should have snatched the bottle out of there, yo, for the fans.
Man. No, they put it in the vial. They put it in the needle. As soon as they crack that bottle open, they put them all in they fill the needles up.
Damn. That shit like liquid gold, yo. Motherfuckers talk, they don't take it. I'm glad Farrakhan got a nice little fire. I'm glad all the people in the community
get it quicker, right?
I appreciate y'all for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say it, yo, but once you've been defeated, you just be like, yo, y'all won, yo. Now let me take advantage of your ignorance. Yep. Yep. I ain't mad. I hope they get more people not wanting to take the motherfucker. And if I get it, then I'll rev back up the engines again.
Yeah. Same here.
Hey, but the white community the same way. They don't want to take it either.
Yeah, a little bit. They
anti-vaxxed up over there.
Yeah, but they got 2 million. They got how many white people in the country? 100 million? How many?
190 something million.
Yeah. So they little bit don't mean nothing. They ain't got 50 million niggas not taking it, bro. Right? The black community got 60% not taking it, yo. All right, so we doubles up on everything, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, so if your life in danger, right? You would just have to understand one thing about the vaccine, that y'all niggas been taking it, ain't none of y'all did, and then just take it. Don't even get into the science of it. Get into I've taken it before and we're not dead. That's it. That's not even complicated, yo. Simple. Yeah, you ain't gotta get all deep into it. We ain't dead. We ain't been dead. And take the damn vaccine. Yeah. I don't know what Uncle I'm saying. I know we ain't never did. That's how I think they should approach it.
I don't know how 10 million people ain't enough for them.
Hey, they finna kill the black people, Latinos, and now upper class white folks finna be working at Walmart, McDonald's.
Right, that's even worse.
I better stop that bullshit.
Right. Now everybody gonna start walking to Walmart.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Y'all see that, right? What's that?
That's what I said about the border wall, man. When they talk about that border wall, I'm like, man, who gonna pick them strawberries, man?
Y'all see that? Can y'all see that on screen? Y'all see this, y'all? Look.
Yeah.
Everybody got vitamin D, man. Everybody got vitamin C, man.
It's pseudo, You try to boost your immune system, fam.
Look. Everybody got arm pills, yo. Look.
Yeah, he talking all that trash. They over there trying to boost his immune system up, man.
Right.
Trying to give him a boost.
He vegan, yo. He vegan. He trying, you know what I mean? Trying to get his levels right.
That Baltimore nigga trip, yo. nigga go vegan and be malnutrition, yo. Don't even know this shit. That should be funny as hell.
And obese.
Hey, bro. I got a homeboy. He went vegan and this nigga passed out one day. And he was talking about how he was.
Man, you can't just decide to go vegan and don't even study what it.
Hey, bro, how you
start eating shit?
How you got a knot on your head the next day I see you? And you like, yo,
man.
Yeah, shit. Man, I went too long fasting, and I'm like, bro, something you doing?
Say they got a homeboy that went vegan and passed out, but that's what happened to most people go vegan. Yo, they be worse off. Yep.
Hurt his whole head.
What'd he say, yo? What'd he say? I can't do it no more. What'd he say?
Nah, he's still doing it. He Ali Muhammad. Yo, he got the whole. He in the Aboriginal cult shit right now. He doing all that stuff. So I ain't even rocking with him right now because he got beef with me because I believe in evolution and all that stuff.
See, yo, you told me he was Ali Muhammad. He made him a whole nother person.
He is.
He an Aboriginal thinker. That's crazy.
Why don't y'all just go to a library, yo, and see if he can
Chief Head Lump.
I tried to help him out, man, but he came from Christianity, and then he met me, and then I showed him.
Yo, why don't you show him the science? Show him the fake degree, yo. That'll get him. Say, yo, why your man make a fake degree, yo?
I did.
No, hit him, tap him off with that, yo. Huh?
Hey, he the type to go to all the Hey, he got that machine Ali Muhammad test.
No, he ain't buy that machine.
Yeah, he went and bought that. I can't save him. I can't save him at this point, bro. He's out.
No, you can't save him. If he bought the machine, it's over with. You can't.
Ali Muhammad licking, boy. He licking.
He got the nationality. He done paid into his subscription.
Yo, I'm out of here. Yo, I'm out of here, man.
Hold on. What's the machine? What they use the machine for, though? I'm lost on that.
It's supposed to be some electromagnetic machine that's supposed to tell you everything that's wrong with your body.
Yeah, Corey.
Oh my God. It's a diagnostic machine.
Yeah, it's a diagnostic type thing. It's totally pseudo.
It's like plugging your car up. It's like going to AutoZone and plug your car.
You plug it into your cigarette lighter in your your 2004 Ford Explorer or something. And this joint come on, you put it on your finger only, and this thing is supposed to tell you about your entire body, about your magnetic field and all this other type of stuff. It's supposed to tell you everything that's going on in your kidneys and your stomach and all types of crazy stuff. But
that's crazy.
Once they started talking to me about that type of stuff, I was like, yeah, y'all a little bit more deeper into it than
I gotta let you go. Gotta let you go. I gotta let you go, fam.
Yeah, once you if they can get you to buy that machine, then you can't catch them.
Yeah,
bro.
they
find their own way out.
It ain't like Amazon. It ain't like Amazon getting you to buy this machine. It's Ali Muhammad, and I'm like, y'all can't get past Ali Muhammad. Like y'all can't see past this guy. You know
Hey,
what I
that's
mean?
what I
It
be
ain't
saying
even
about Umar
Amazon.
though. That's why I be like, you know what? That's why I be feeling like too, like, you know, and they be sounding cruel, but that's why I be like, evolution does what it does, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta trim some of the fat, bro. Like we really do. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get past
exactly,
Ali
social.
Muhammad, Dr. Umar, then we better off without you, bro. Like we better off without you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but you know what though? Yo, old
the
ideas
world
die.
is better off. Go ahead.
Old ideas that don't work die, bro.
Yeah.
Old ideas that don't work die, and that's how I look at what you just said. Because those ideas, they don't work in the real world. Like these people eventually will realize that they just chasing their tail around in circles. You see what I'm saying?
Eventually they'll be like the damn Amish. A little small community in the corner somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just in the background of the real world. You know what I'm saying?
A small community that has a tradition that doesn't agree with technology, but they use technology when it deems fit.
Yeah,
like
the Amish, like the
Amish still use technology from time to time. They just try not to all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they relegate it to the background. Like the Amish, they can't own cars, but they can hire a car to take them someplace.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to incorporate shit, but they so far behind, bro, and this won't let go of that old shit. They stuck. Yeah.
Exactly.
That shit crazy.
There's no progress in their doctrine.
Nope. And that bear out like in 2021. It's just plain now, like all of that. It's no progress in none of them doctrines.
Yeah,
it's more plainer now than it's ever been, you know.
Yeah, and that's what we was just talking about the other day. Like just the availability of information these days are like it's demanding more people to be more honest, even though it's creating conflict at the same time. But in the midst of this conflict, it's still in the future. Like I'm thinking future tense. Like in the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to equate to us to being more transparent with the information that we share. I think personally, this is opinion, not fact.
But listen though, like you would think in 2021, right? When like I could see like Ali Muhammad getting away with these things at Farrakhan back when there was no internet and you just couldn't get information right to your screen. You know what I'm saying? And there are like channels out there that's trying to protect people from the pseudo information, and you still getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like in this day and time, like you still getting caught up. You know what I mean? Like this personality worshiping.
That's more or less what it is. It's the personality worship, but the pseudos are so good, man. The thing about people that give out sound real information, anytime they do it, it's like a low budget production. You know what I'm saying? When a pseudo gonna give out some information, you better believe they done been in the studio on you. You know what I'm saying? They coming out with a nice production. It's gonna look good, sound good, catch your attention, all of that. You know what I mean? And I think that's a lot of the problem. Like people that got sound information is only they only cater to an audience that's willing to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to gain a new audience. It's either you want to hear it or you don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, either you want to sit in a astrophysics lecture
lecture or you don't want to sit in there. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to entice you to sit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you spit pure facts, so it's harder. Like if you argue somebody like Seti and you spitting pure facts, and he like, oh, so he gonna come with his old white man craziness.
Yeah.
You say he cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying? He got the people laughing, he over there trying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to beat the entertainment, you know what I'm saying, with just straight facts. When you got a guy entertaining, he cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
The whole delivery, the whole production, like I said, the production, the delivery, everything is always better than the actual real information, the actual real science. You know what I mean? It's crazy how that works.
But just like we was talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson earlier, like the way that he can, convey information that's a lot more complex. I mean, we could do that. You know what I mean? We could do that. It wouldn't be an issue. To use, whatever's trending at the time. I mean, a lot of this so-called Native American, what do you call them? Aboriginal talk is trending nowadays, and just people thinking that they don't come from Africa. I mean, there are ways that we could troll them and still make it like viral, but I mean, being as though a lot of us are a lot more, mature than a lot of these people on Twitter, Twitch, and all these other different platforms, I mean, I understand because I know with myself, I don't want to jump out there because I don't want to make myself look like a fool because I'm not a fool. You know what I mean? I got my own egotistic type of things, but people, I mean, we could do these things. I mean, we could jump out there and, you know what I mean?
You have to like, I agree with that. Like you kind of got to stoop to their level, bro. You got to troll them.
Yeah.
You got to climb. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring the eyes to you. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, that's how that guy Hotep Jesus got where he is. Like, who is that guy? That guy's, I've never heard of him.
Rogan.
Exactly. That's the only way you know him. Because I watched Joe Rogan and I didn't know who he was until I seen him on Joe Rogan.
Hey yo, and I watch it when he go live, right? Like he don't even be having like every once in a while he like with the Lupe he had a lot of people play up 1,000, but normally like 100 live, 200 live, 300-400 for a good day.
But bro, just to finish my point, I feel like he doing, you know what I mean? His name is Hotep Jesus, and I just feel like that is such a contradiction. Why are you even out here?
That's a nonsense. That's a nonsense.
That's why he did it.
Exactly.
That's why he did it.
And I'm like, yeah, I know that's why he did it. I mean, I get it. I understand how the internet works, but I be sitting up here like, yo, you got clowns like this who really doing it. They on Joe Rogan for nothing. You don't know nothing.
That dude smart as shit though.
No, I'm not saying that he's not smart.
No, I'm saying like on some other shit though.
He's obviously smart if he manipulated the market and named himself Hotep Jesus, and he's reaching dual markets right there.
Yeah, I think his thing is marketing.
I get it.
He only know how to do one thing.
Hey, trust me, I know it's marketing, but here what I'm saying, like the message outside of what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I'm thinking his degree, like his expertise is in that marketing.
Oh,
Hotep Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's you know what I'm saying. Like that's his shit. Like marketing.
Okay, I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Yeah, you probably absolutely right. But like I said, I didn't know nothing about him until I seen him on that Joe Rogan. And then Lupe had the vaccine debate with him on that. On that, and I was like, oh, all right, let me watch it, because Lupe on here, and Lupe was actually getting with him. He was actually saying some stuff I could relate to, because when I first seen that Lupe and Hotep Jesus was on here talking about vaccines, I'm like, these niggas don't know anything about this.
And then you didn't even know who was on what side. because I posted,
exactly.
I tried to post it everywhere so they could see. I was like, hold on, who's anti-vax? Is it Lupe?
Exactly. You might have sent it to me, and that's probably why I listened to it, because I trusted you. You know what I mean? Somebody sent it to me because I didn't know about it.
I started posting it because I was like, yo, this nigga's going off. I started posting this shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about it outside of that, because I wouldn't have just listened to that. Like, who are these guys? Even when he was on Joe Rogan, he wasn't saying it. Like, he was saying a whole bunch of stuff where I could tell he didn't really know what the fuck he was talking about in certain areas. And I'm like, this is the wrong guy to have on here.
Yeah. Because he was on
Joe Rogan, Wujawu or Assault.
I'm about to get off here, man. I'll just stop through to holler at y'all.
All right, man.
Peace. We on Saturday or what?
Yep, no doubt.
All right, for sure.
All right, peace, you know.
Yeah, like I said, to that Rogan thing, bro. Like I said, I follow him because I saw it on Rogan. I was like, I never heard of this guy. So when he was on Rogan, it was kind of weird. But I was like, you know what? I'll just follow him and then see what he be talking about. Because I was trying to figure out how did he get to Rogan. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I still don't know how he got to Rogan.
Me neither.
But apparently, some people he deal with reach out to Rogan like, yo, you should have him on your show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess somebody gave him a lookout type. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my guy.
That's what it was. I mean, that's literally what he said. I think Joe Rogan said that shit on his on the podcast when he was on there. He was like, I didn't hear about you, but somebody told me I need to hear about you type shit.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's literally what he said.
Yeah, because I was like, just because somebody say that, like that dude that said it must have had serious sway with Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? Joe, because he got his platform was booming. Like he didn't need Hotep Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't do anything with his platform.
But at the same time, he could have anybody on there, and it wouldn't matter. Millions of people would still watch it.
Yeah.
Like nobody really wants to watch his UFC and some of his comedian talks. Like, but people still.
As a comedian, I still don't even know how he make it as a comedian. Like he be touring with Dave Chappelle. Like I don't think he's funny as a comedian.
I never heard him as a comedian. I'm gonna be honest,
bro.
I hear him on the show, like saying jokes sometimes, and I be laughing. But I never heard him stand up.
He got one on Netflix, bro. See if you can make it through like 30 minutes. I mean, don't even just 15. I wouldn't even do you like that, bro. See if you can make it through 15 minutes of Joe Rogan stand up. But you be like, nah, done with this shit.
See, I didn't even know he had anything on Netflix. But yeah, I will check it out though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Dave, that's his boy. You know what I'm saying? He toured with Dave, but I think, some people humor is cross cultures, and then some people humor only for, you know what I'm saying? So maybe among the white base, it's funny.
It's that white people.
Yeah. Yeah, but it don't really cross over. You know what I mean? When I listen to it, so that. You know what I'm saying? I do think I like Bill Burr, so otherwise, but his Joe Rogan, his shit just don't I'm not funny at all, bro. Like I'm like
he's more funny in conversation, I think.
Yeah. Like he good at great interviewer though. You know what I'm saying? Like look like he don't even be having shit written down. Look like he just be going on the top of the dome.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He goes right on the top of the dome, and he ad-libs shit when he needs to ad-lib stuff. And yeah,
like I'd be amazed that he's reading off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga be reading, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd be like, I read your book. It was hard to get through some of it. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, what did you mean when? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, this nigga actually be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Doing a lot of that.
And then the fact that he studies the people before they come in.
Yeah.
So he already has talking points ready. That's cool.
Yeah. And I know he'd be up on it because he'll have the guests come on again. Because he might have a certain guest, certain scientists might be on there 2-3 times. and each time he'd be more up to date with what's going on. And the reason I know he'd be reading it because he'll be helping the scientists at certain points. He'd be like, "Have you heard of so and so?" Like, "No, I haven't heard of that." And he said, "You know what I'm saying?" He'll start breaking it down. He'd be, "Okay, yeah." You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, "God damn."
Yeah. But no, that's just because he be having like everybody on his show. They can just remind him of points, and then when somebody else come on, he can just be like, "Oh yeah, you heard of this?" You know what I mean? It's fresh on the mind.
Yeah, like a sponge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see them since he switched up, like he on like he switched from YouTube to like I forgot the little with
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify.
It was something I was trying to send to Unbiased the other day. I was asking you if you had Spotify because they was talking about something about the vaccine, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Unbiased ain't hit me back. He ain't hit me back about the Spotify.
So the damn inauguration tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
They shit gonna pop off. You right there, you close.
Yeah, I'm right down the street.
Like I was talking to this girl today. She was like, "Yeah, my brother-in-law told me that something's supposed to go down, so that get non-perishable foods." I'm like, really?
To be honest, they said they shutting all the bridges and everything down, getting into DC tomorrow.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yo, they was like, I see they was they said like 400 National Guards and shit. Yeah. They had white people TV talking about how he got close and shit. They frisked him. And this is the first time that the racial profile ain't black people. You know what I'm saying? Like they see a black guy, they be like, "Nah, not him."
All because of we voted.
Yeah. We looking for a white male. Definitely looking for a white male with rebel flag insignias and shit, big belt buckle.
Nah, we looking for niggas in Viking suits.
Yeah, definitely get niggas in Viking suits. Any white boy with a rope, a rope of any kind, we gonna have to get
No. I don't know though. To be honest, I don't think nothing going to pop off tomorrow. If something pop off tomorrow, it'll be. I don't know. That should be crazy.
Like I said, I ain't taking like that. I mean, I'm strapped. I'm ready anyway. Y'all just on a regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Regular Wednesday type shit. So
listen, I ain't worried about none of that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, if something happened tomorrow, I'd be super surprised.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that I ain't gonna be like unprepared, but I'm gonna be super surprised.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, where I'm at, it ain't enough white people to.
Yeah, same thing. I'm in Atlanta, like I was saying, I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about these niggas.
Nothing. I'm really not worried about nothing.
Yeah. It ain't like six. Hey, listen, bro. I remember one time, right? I had seen like four white people like just walking. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I asked my homeboy here. He was like, "Yeah, I seen it." Like that shit travel like news. Yeah, you see them 4 white people walking and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like they just stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what's he doing? Just walking and shit. Like I don't know. Like
where they live at?
Yeah, that shit was like a conversation like the whole day. Niggas came up like, "Yo, you seen that white boy?" Yeah, it's crazy as hell.
No, we got a few tucked off areas, and I mean, of course, it's Maryland. I mean, like Maryland definitely is known for the KKK, bro. But man, these people, they some. Excuse my French, they some whores, man. They're not coming down to the city. They all stand in the outskirts. And that's a fact. I mean, we know where they all at. But
Yeah, you know,
I ain't worried about
Atlanta's
nobody
like,
coming to my door or nothing like that, trying to be crazy. I ain't worried about none of that shit. I ain't even worried about them coming to City Hall downtown. Like, that's not about to happen. I mean, what are you going to accomplish down there? They're not going to accomplish nothing down there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when an old girl said that shit, like, you know, buy non-perishable foods. I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? It's like her brother-in-law's in the military. I'm like, nah, you really think it's gonna be that deep? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
I guess they, you're expecting, like, maybe they might, they might try a random attack in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Just some crazy, maybe a crazy white boy or two. They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You expect some shit like that, but it ain't gonna be no like.
There ain't gonna be no mass, mass movement.
Yeah.
And even down there in Georgia, y'all got certain parts of Georgia that I think that is like segregatedly KKK, right?
Pretty much. We got a certain areas and shit like,
it's like a small area, but like you can't even
you can still see a rebel flag in a yard. Yeah, definitely.
You can't even expect them niggas to come down there deep like what it like
hell no.
They so few far in between, it's not gonna be nothing that's gonna be like mind blowing. You know what I mean? Like I don't see nothing crazy like that happening tomorrow. To sum it all up, like I don't know. I mean, if it's anything like even the other day wasn't even that wild. If you think about how wild it could have got, but it was wild. It was definitely, treasonous and terroristic. That was bullshit.
Treason. I mean, should definitely charge a nigga with treason. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. Ain't nigga try to overthrow the government and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hang the vice president and shit, and then the speaker of the house. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we were just playing. We were just bent. Yeah. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen to A either. So I ain't worried like that. Like shit, just caught me for a loop when she said it. I'm like, damn, but I guess if her family in the military, the niggas be on that like better safe than sorry type shit. Stay prepared.
That's scary shit.
Yeah. Be ready.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would like to get more feedback from people on the panel, but I don't think anything super crazy will happen tomorrow. Not anything more. Let me say that. Not anything more crazy than what happened a couple weeks back when they stormed the Capitol. But it's a lot more AR-15s down there than it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it get close looking like that, niggas gonna die. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like they got the guards out this time. You feel me? Like, and you know what I'm saying?
And it's some regular ninjas in there too. Like I seen my girl showed me some pictures on Twitter the other day. Some ninjas was from the National Guard in there chilling, taking pictures next to the Rosa Parks statue that they got in there. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, bet. They got a little bit of everybody in there. You know what I mean? Like they see you got people in there, let's say a little not conscious, but you know what I mean, just just black people. They see conflict about to happen. I mean, hey, what you expect us to do? You gonna take something out?
Shit.
I mean, I don't know what you want. I'm trying to say it the nicest way possible.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I like. Normally, I don't give a damn about it. I don't even want to watch it, but I'm kind of curious because like this is the first time, like the president, Donald Trump ain't gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think this might be the first time in history that's happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of curious.
That's already over, bro. That's already over.
You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I wouldn't want chaos.
Do you want chaos?
I mean, I want to change. I want a radical change, and change don't happen unless it's radical. So
yeah, I can feel that part of it. Yeah, I can feel that aspect of it.
That's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm like, if something does happen tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad either. Hey, you know what I mean? Like when that happened the other day at the Capitol, like, I mean, maybe not to just us. A lot of white people who wasn't as radical when it came to Trump, you know what I mean? Like those people saw that radicalization does exist. And it's not just the BLM who's out here doing this crazy, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever they might think.
Yeah, it's a reason behind why motherfuckers acting like so adamant about what they're talking about. Like,
Yeah. I mean, you know, the lesson may not have been for us, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
that. So I mean, if something was to happen tomorrow, I wouldn't be mad, because the lesson ain't necessarily for us, because we've been waiting for a change. And if something crazy was to happen, you know, in tomorrow or in the next 4 years, 5 years or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably the type of stuff that would get us into a better position. And that's what I'm, you know what I mean? I'm trying
it most probably be them versus them. Most of it be them versus them.
Yeah. And that's what it's, and that's what that's how I feel like it's getting to the point right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is them versus them.
Yeah. It is getting to that point. I even think a lot of people that were Trump supporters, when they see how it went, they probably like, yo, like I wasn't trying to go there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like some of the policies, you know, certain things that benefit from it. Like, I ain't trying to goddamn overthrow like, I'm not for anarchy. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, you feel me? Like, okay, so this was your own, so they was right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they was right. That type of shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's, you know what I mean? I've been, even a couple white people podcasts I've been watching, like, even they've been like, well, what about the people what about the black people who have been supporting Trump? And he's been pushing this racist narrative.
That's where I've been at. Like, yo, like, why all them black, like, niggas know when to not show up. Like, why y'all wasn't out there with the white folk with the rope that they run upside the building?
Yo, because these people are totally confused, bro, and that's the craziest part about it. Like,
what's that black chick they always be with supporting Trump? Candace Owens and shit. Like, where them niggas at? Like, where were they that day?
Oh yeah, I ain't heard nothing about Candace Owens in a minute.
Yeah, she been ghost. Like,
yeah, she been real ghost.
Yeah.
Damn, you just brought up a ghost, bro.
I know. Yeah, because I ain't heard from her in a while. That's what I'm saying. The niggas like,
that's crazy. I ain't heard from him either. That's real crazy. We need to write something on our Twitter.
Yeah, since George Floyd. Yeah. That's pretty much the last time I heard from him.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. Man, politics, man, is crazy. Once we get this, hey, man, I'm gonna keep talking this Bitcoin, baby. Keep talking this Bitcoin,
bro. Like, remember the first bull run, right? When it ran up to about, just about like a couple years ago, it ran up high, 16,000, right? And then it fell, right? You know, I saw it at 3,000. You know what I'm saying? I saw it at 3,000. I saw it go to 30.
Like, damn, 3,000 too high, 3,000 too high.
3,000. Then I saw it go to 35. Like, man, that shit is at 35. And I saw it go to 4. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, that shit came back super strong, bro. Like,
hey, man, the same way we be throwing ourselves into this vaccine stuff, that's how I be throwing myself into this Bitcoin, man. Cause for real, once I realized what it was, what it was, what it was for, like the potential use case in the next 5 to 10 years, that's when I was like, all right, like can't lose money in this. Like, you know what I mean?
It's the future. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. But at the same time, I was learning about investing, and as an investor, you can't invest at the height. Like when everybody's FOMOing in.
Exactly.
You
That's
know what
why
I mean?
it was, but it kept running up. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw it at 8, and then niggas like, yo, it's gonna keep going. I'm like, come on, but you at that point, it's like you can't get in. You know what I'm saying? And then they go to 9, and it's like 10. It's like, damn, nah, I definitely can't get in. You know what I'm saying? Then they go to 11, then they go to 12. It's like, shit, not. You know what I'm saying? Every time it go up, be like, nah, I definitely can't get in. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, it was like 4 or 500 when I first seen that shit. And I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to spend a straight 5 on that joint. Whoop-de-whoop. You know what I mean? And then that joint jumped up to I think it was like 1,200. And then it went sideways for a couple days, and then it dropped back down to like 800. You know what I mean? Then I was like, yo, I should have bought in that 5. You feel me? It would have been cool. And then it went back down to like 5, 600. And then it went up to like 3. And I was like, damn, I should have bought more at 5, 600. You feel me?
yeah.
Like that's how it is. Like, bro, like don't worry about it. It's establishing itself. It's like, you know, like the internet being created, you know what I mean, in the early 90s type shit. Like,
yeah, and plus, you
I
know,
ain't
like
worried about it.
when the Bitcoin first came around, like it was kind of like you said, I didn't really have knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? But like now, right? Like a lot of my like I do a lot of betting online, right?
Yeah.
And I move money online a lot now. And now all I use is Bitcoin because it's easy to transfer my money. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to go through all the red tape. Quick little boop, boop, hit the screen. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 it's there. And they get
What
my
you be
money to me
using to
back.
exchange? What you use to exchange?
Shit, I use coin. To take it from. I use Coinbase to take it from Coinbase to Bovado. I use Coinbase.
Okay.
But shit, but you know, you can do it on Cash App.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know
I was just trying to see which one you was using.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So sometimes
So
I
you
just have it transfer to
Coinbase
Cash App.
right?
Yeah, it's just so easy now. Like you feel. And
And that's
normally,
what
like
I'm
when I do
saying.
something, normally I would do something, right? Let's say it would take them like 4, 5 days to get me my money. That should take like a few hours, bro. And like,
yeah.
Because
all it got to do is just be processed on that blockchain.
Yeah. They say, yep, you boom, your shit's on the blockchain, bro. Like, oh, damn, you good. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, Coinbase will make you wait like another hour. You know what I'm saying? Once it hit the blockchain, they be like, yo, it's here, but you know what I'm saying? We'll let you know when you can grab it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't use Coinbase. Coinbase is the feds.
Yeah. You use Binance? Who you using?
I got Binance. I use Uphold and Celsius. I got a few others, but those are the main ones I use.
I'm gonna look
into Uphold is cool because you can buy gold, silver, palladium, all types of shit, and other types of markets on top of you know what I mean, within that one exchange. But you own them, so you can like send them off the platform and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If I buy Bitcoin or if I buy Ethereum, Cardano, or anything like that, I can send them off the exchange and put them in my own wallet.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. Hey, but only the good thing I would say too, also about Coinbase though, like all the other companies though, they be coming through, and they'll send you like you'll be getting like free money. Right? They probably not gave me like $100 or $150. Just like, yo, watch these videos, we'll give you like $10. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't even gotta watch the video. You can just go, it's multiple choice. You just hit it, they'll be like wrong, try again. Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is cool. Like I ain't going front. I be sending fresh people over to Coinbase. I mean Coinbase is the easiest platform, but at the same time, it's just like every time that there's like a major price move up or down, Coinbase is the first to be like, shut down. We can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. I'll pull up right now so see what look at them.
Yo, Melvin.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Not much. Trying to stay safe out here, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Then you're hot as hell right now because of the capital shit. So anybody leaving the state got to go through checkpoints and shit. So it's cool.
That's crazy for real.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at, man?
Here in Virginia.
I'm in Virginia, y'all.
You gotta go by checkpoint to get out of Virginia?
Yeah. You guys didn't hear about the guy that had
Dang, nah.
500. He had like 500 rounds of ammo trying to walk into the Capitol State Building.
Oh, because of the lock. Oh, okay. Because of I'm like, damn for COVID.
No, not for COVID. Not for COVID.
I know. Yeah, now you explain. I'm like, damn, like them niggas strict on that COVID shit. Like, god damn. They're like,
I thought y'all was on some Philly shit, but nah, that's crazy.
Nah, same with Langley. You know, we got Langley Air Force Base here. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Most people that work on DC, they come to Air Force Base.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't us. You know, I keep telling my people like it's not us, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's all. Just tell us then. Like you don't fit the profile. Oh, black guy, get out of here. Finally, they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't raise your profile of us. You feel me? But they pulling over tanning like a motherfucker. Hey, get out the car. Dude say, hey, what I do, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Real. Yeah, I'm gonna sign up. Hey, Zen, you get like a referral fee, or say otherwise you can send me the
Yeah.
And I'll go to you.
I don't know if you get a referral fee on Uphold, but on Celsius you do, and to be honest, I mean, being as though y'all my ninjas, and anybody listening, y'all should be my ninjas too, unless y'all some pseudos or some crazy shit. Y'all should purchase on Celsius, because Celsius pay you 8.9% APY. Bitcoin.
Oh, okay.
I mean crypto in general. I mean, it ain't just Bitcoin on Celsius, but I was talking about Bitcoin before you had came on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use eToro and Binance and Crypto.com.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Crypto.com is good too. Crypto.com also pays you APY on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, Celsius right now is number one as far as APY on what you gain. I make money weekly on that, and I can take out loans on my crypto, and they don't loan out your crypto like a bank. They use your crypto as collateral.
I seen that because I just watched a video on that one. Like that's like the new wave of shit. Like loaning, like getting paid interest on your crypto. Like they loaning it out.
It's like having gold instead of your dollar. Your dollar's not being backed by gold, right?
Yeah.
But if you had gold as collateral, you can take out loans on your gold, just like how rich people take out loans on like the stocks to their company. Like say I own a business or I own a company, it's like, okay, my company makes, 3% or 5% of this amount of money each year, whatever that might be. I'll take out a loan on this amount of money because I know I'll spend this amount of money in my bills or whatever I spend. And, now at the end of the year, you're not paying taxes on that money. You're putting that back into your business, kind of like it's a revolving cycle. But it's kind of the same way with it. Your business is collateral in that scenario. So like in this scenario, your crypto is collateral because you own your keys, which is what I was talking about earlier. Like you own your crypto. It's not on a platform. You can transfer it off the exchange, put it in a wallet like Celsius, where it's building interest online though. It's an online wallet. So it's not like, personal wallet. Offline wallet would be like something you can keep in a computer that's not online, that would, in it, for an example, be like a wallet in your back pocket. It's not connected to any computer until you take your card out and you swipe it, type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? But hello?
Yeah. I heard you. I just about to make my account on Celsius. I see they still have XRP. XRP is going through their court case, and
Yeah.
and Coinbase and eToro is talking about taking them off. But I know that once the court case is over with, they're gonna skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm debating on whether I should hold on to it and let them just take it off.
When did you buy in? Is the question. Did you buy in lower than where it's at right now?
Let's see, I bought in. It was like $4.90 something.
$4?
No. Like zero. Matter of fact, I can tell you.
Oh, 0.4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like
I think the lowest.
You're like
the lowest I saw. Yeah, the lowest I saw was 480 last year, and I was like, should I keep waiting? And then it kind of fluctuated, and I was like, okay, if it goes back close to that 480, I'm gonna just grab it. So okay. I want to put some more money into it because I know the court case is coming up. So I'm debating that. But if eToro is taking it off and Coinbase is taking it off, I don't know if I should just wait. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But I know I'm like a killer.
Why? Let me ask you, why did you buy into it though?
Because it moves a lot. It's commonly used. So that's why I decided to invest into it. It's commonly used as a exchange finance.
I mean,
plus Ripple. Ripple is now sponsored by Walmart as like a Walmart Cash type thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have.
Like, the only problem is they have money grab support.
Look, the only problem is that the SEC, the only way for Ripple to run is that the SEC has to approve of them being a means of transaction for these certain companies. And they haven't for the past 4 to 3 years. Probably not 5 years. And
correct.
I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know. Like, to be honest, Ripple was threatening to go to other countries and other things like that. because
yep.
the United States wasn't trying to put their thing into regulation, but for whatever happened, I mean, as you know, because I hear you agreeing with me, but for people who don't know, Ripple has they weren't getting sanctioned until like the ending part of last year. And I don't know what reason it was, and it kind of seemed like it was something personal that might have happened. Who knows? Like that's speculation, but it came out of nowhere, and Ripple's price started dwindling. But Ripple has been going sideways for the past 3 years. 3 years.
3 years easily.
From their all-time, huh?
I said 3 years easily.
Yeah, because they had an all-time high of like $3 or something, $3.17, $4, something like that, right?
Yes.
Can y'all confirm? But yeah, it was like something like $3. But I had a few friends that made some money off of that shit. But that type of fluctuation happens in the crypto market all the time, where you can see, yeah, you can see you can see a 100 to 300 to 1,000% gain. Some of these coins are fractions of a penny. So if you buy 1,000, I mean, you can spend $100 and buy, thousands of these coins, and if it moves 1,000%, you made, $900 or something. You made some money, but none of these people have became millionaires off of XRP, mind you. If you can find anybody who made money off of XRP like that, let me know. But for the record, I don't think anybody has, but I mean, besides that, XRP has always been a protocol that was made to be centralized.
Correct.
in a community of technology that was made to be decentralized in the beginning, because nowadays I see people trying to assimilate to more regulation type stuff. But this community that I'm talking about, that I started in, was created off of that cyberpunk type community where it was supposed to be decentralization.
Like back in like the early 2010s.
No. It started in the 70s. Well, not the 70s, excuse me. In the 80s up to
crypto?
Yeah. Yep. Crypto started back then, bro. Cyberpunk. Look into Cyberpunk. We can talk about it.
Well, I remember Bitcoin was out there. The nigga didn't really know what it was.
Yeah, they know. But it wasn't like nobody was moving it like that.
Yeah, because I saw it. I didn't even know how to use it. Because I've been playing poker for a long time, and it showed up years ago, but I didn't even know. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even give it a second. I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, wallet.
Yeah, I knew some Russians that mined their own. I'm like, what the fuck are you mining? Like,
yeah.
So, but it was never like this is money. Like it was never to that point. And so it was like, okay, whatever.
And that's what I'm saying. Like over time, it had to establish, like it had to go through those little footsteps of like for example, Dogecoin. Y'all heard of Dogecoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know what Dogecoin is about. It's just a meme coin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dogecoin right now is establishing a means of what do you call it? Not communication. A means of exchanging money, but for game systems, like this, in the same way that you would use them for Fortnite,
like a payment system, like a virtual payment system. Yeah,
exactly. But for games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Bitcoin was in the beginning, though, right? Is that what
Bitcoin? Exactly. And that's why I'm saying this right now, because I'm like, yo,
Bitcoin wasn't used for game systems.
No, it was, because you had Mount Gox. Mount Gox was a game. Mount Gox was a game. You ever heard of the Mount Gox hack that hacked like $3.6 billion?
Never heard of that.
All right. So Mount Gox was a game. I can't think of the game's name right now, but Mount Gox is the abbreviation for the game.
Oh, okay.
That's the abbreviation for the game. So I'm telling you this right now. You'll be able to find the abbreviation for the game.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
But the game used Bitcoin to be able to buy certain things within the game, just like Fortnite is right now. And people would spend $1 for a certain amount of Bitcoin. At this time, Bitcoin
Magic the Gathering. Yeah, you're right.
Magic the Gathering. Exactly.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Exactly. So you had games like this where people was using Bitcoin as an exchange of value for certain things, but it started on a game. You see what I'm saying? So I see people right now, just to bring it back to Dogecoin, and we can start talking about Mount Gox after this, but just to bring it back to Dogecoin, I see people starting to use Dogecoin, even though it started as a meme coin. I see people starting to use it on games as a means of exchange.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that right there, once you start building a community around a means of exchange, then you start having something. You see what I'm saying? Because once people start believing in it, that's it. And that's what Bitcoin has been going through for the past 12 years. It started from games like Mount Gox, and it moved.
Yeah, I remember you could purchase Bitcoin for Magic. When you said Mount Gox, I was like, I never heard of that. But yeah, I remember playing Magic. Those were good times.
Yeah. And it's funny that you said that, like you said, like it once people believe in it, right? Because I have been reading about this shit. It's actually in the book Sapiens, and he was talking about how money is really, it's about trust, right? It's about like, I trust that the value that I get for it, I'll be able to get the same value somewhere else, right? So like with that dog phone, once that is established, like just like jail, like people, like cigarettes is money in jail. You know what I'm saying? And even though people that don't smoke cigarettes will accept cigarettes in exchange, because they know I can get my money back for these cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
It's the barter system all over again. I'll trade you 3 goats for your cow.
Yeah.
The United States dollar hasn't had gold backed by that paper that we exchanged since 1971. So all we're exchanging on is trust. And outside of our trust, it's the United States military. Because if we laundering money in all these other countries, or if any other country is using any other currency to buy goods, the United States has tapped me on that shoulder, like, hey, bruh, we need that tax, or hey, bruh, we need our cut. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. It's only the military and people backing it. But what I'm saying is that in the next few years, the next 5-10 years, maybe, if we can go by another standard, like a Bitcoin standard that's not centralized at all, we probably won't have a need for being a left or rightist or having any political affiliation, because it's all going to be on the blockchain. It's all going to be.
I agree.
You know what I mean? We can vote on these things straight up. We can see where our money is going. We can do all of these things. Like, there's not going to be a need for the shit.
Another thing I was reading, right, is like, there's X amount of money in circulation, actual paper dollars, right? The amount of money that is on computer screen or just numbers of screen, bro, will blow your mind. Like, I can't remember the numbers, but it's insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like 70 to 80% of the money is all just numbers on the screen.
Yeah. Like, when do you see cash money, bro? I rarely see cash money.
Yeah, that's what when I saw a person pay with cash today in the store, I'm like, niggas still using, niggas still paying with cash? Like, nigga, I ain't had $200 cash in my hands in a minute. Everything just car swipe.
Hey, bro, I got cash in my closet, and every time I look at that shit, I'm like, bro, like, this is archaic.
I know. I had that shit in my car, in my glove compartment. I'm like, this shit ain't cool. Like, I gotta do something with this. I start spending it just to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna everything I buy, I'm just gonna use this shit just to get rid of this shit.
But it got to the point where as though I was like, hey man, should I take this cash and go put it in the Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is making me a lot more money. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I got cash right here just for a rainy day. Cause you got that rainy day mentality, you know what I mean? Like, you know, how many black people out here don't have $1,000 for it, man? You don't want to be one of those black people so you got something in stash, but then at the end of the day, you're like, damn, I can put that in Bitcoin and I'm making more money like that now. You know what I mean? And then
saw little muffles in, little muffle.
Yeah, I'm definitely stuck. But
yeah, I feel that.
I'm just saying, you know how, you know, you need some type of emergency fund. And it's just getting to the point now where we're in a pandemic situation, and the economy is printing, you know, trillions of dollars, and it's going to be inflating this year before we know it. So I'm just sitting up here like, you know, this money I have in savings, you know, it will probably do me more work to put that money into Bitcoin or some other asset versus just having it sit in my closet as in a rainy day fund. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm mad at that Bitcoin. Cause like, listen, I keep like it's so high right now, right? Like, look, I had brought over like I don't know, probably like $500,000, like $500 or $1,000, right? I had to transfer from one account to Coinbase and Bitcoins, right? From cash in one account. By the time it got to my account in Coinbase, now I had made like $20. You know what I'm saying? Just from it hitting the Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I mean, the market moves like that though. Like it probably
instantaneously, I made $20. Just ding ding. I'm like, what the hell? Like shit. But I'm like, it's too late. But I don't let it get so high. Now I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I should have been just said the hell with it. Still bought some of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey bro, every time I see it go down in price, you know what I mean, I buy it like it's on discount. Like, oh, it's a 20% discount. I bet.
Yeah, you know what? I need to take that. I need to use that mentality right there. That shit sounds smart though.
Nah, for real. I mean, white people call it dollar cost averaging, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? That shit right there got me a lot more than, you know, a bunch of my friends. You know,
Yeah, you sound muffled again.
They got more money to put up at it at one time than me. But a lot of these people got into it late, and then they'll tell me, you know, oh, I put up $5,000, or I put up, you know, $60,000.
Is that him sounding muffled again?
Yeah. And you got these Jews who dropping shit like I'm like that shit crazy though, bro. Come on, man. 35,000 Melvin, bro. Like probably less than a year, bro. I'm looking at Bitcoin at like 3,500, maybe a year and a half.
Right. I pulled that at 4,000.
I'm looking at it like I can't believe it. I'm like this shit done, bro.
Bro, you know how long it took to get to 4,000?
I know. That's what I'm like this shit. I'm like it's over with for Bitcoin, bro. I'm like that.
Exactly.
And I'm
so
like,
when I saw we were waiting for 4,000 for years.
Hey,
And when they finally hit, I was like, you know what? I'm not taking no chances. I'm pulling all my shit up. All my shit.
damn, bro. Hey,
How's
you should have just took your profits and then just kept the rest in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was dead, bro. I was like this shit. Oh,
Nah, bro.
I'm sitting
Like
there
that's what
thinking
I'm
like, man, I'm
saying,
glad
bro.
I didn't buy when it was 7 or 8, bro. I'm like, man, I'm glad I. And damn, then I just.
Once I knew what it was about, I can't sell it. Like I'm not selling nothing, bro. I expect this shit to go to 1 million in the next 4 years, son.
Yeah, I will that shit. They say
If
they
that shit go to 1 million in the next 4 years,
But see, the
I'm
problem is,
straight.
the problem is I didn't really have a good understanding of crypto at the time. I was treating it like I treat stock. Like
Yeah.
I'm nervous in stock. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I watch that shit on the
Nah.
daily.
I feel you, but I feel you, but that's I don't know what it was, but when I heard crypto, I don't know if it was like I don't know if it was Jesus or something calling down in my brain or something. You feel me? But but to be honest though, when I heard it, it felt like the internet boom in the early '90s, like people who invested in AOL and Yahoo, like
Mm-hmm.
that's where I felt. So when I heard about it, I'm like, yo, I'm thinking long term with it. I'm putting money into it that I don't really care about. You feel me? It's like if I lose it, I lose it. But be smart about losing it because I mean, I was buying on the dips because I was listening to all the smart people who talking about dollar cost averaging. You feel me? Over time, you buy on dips, you buy in the red. Over time, you'll average out more than what you bought. You know what I mean? In the green. And that's
Yeah.
what I was about to say earlier. Like
Yeah, I
my
was
boy
saying,
said,
I needed you to tell me that shit
Yeah,
before. Now.
that shit sounded like forex. I'm trying to learn forex now, and it's like,
Yeah.
damn. We
Forex is
watching that shit.
cool as long as you don't get in through them pyramid niggas who be trying to sell
Yeah,
you
see,
on everything.
I got 2 books I'm reading to try to get my game up on that so I can actually understand it a little bit better. But like I be watching it and like it's like you really got to be there and sit there and just watch it sometimes because
And that's what
sometimes
eToro was good for. eToro was good for
yeah.
you using altcoins against the
Mm-hmm.
United States dollar and
Yep.
stuff like that. So you can make a lot of money off of that too. That's just like Forex, but it's using the crypto side.
Yeah, and they got good analytics at eToro.
Yeah, they do. And they got good videos and tutorials and stuff on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. eToro is good, yeah. Oh yeah.
So what do you think about that Ethereum?
Ethereum is good. I like Ethereum. I got Ethereum. I got in at I got in a few times. I got in at like 200 and I got in at four like 395,
Yeah,
400, something like that.
Ethereum, but then because that it'll drop low and then it'll make a bull rush, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll just start
Ethereum,
moving, just like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, Ethereum right now, Ethereum is way undervalued just because
It's
a
usages, right?
lot of traders right now, speculators like us who are in the market, a lot of those people really don't see the use case for Ethereum in the next, 10 years. But Ethereum, Russia is like running their whole, you know, database off of Ethereum. Damn near every other altcoin is ran off of Ethereum's platform. Mostly every other altcoin. Um, I mean, Ethereum is just a platform to build other platforms. So it's going to be something in the future. It's just inevitable because the entire blockchain is being built off of pretty much Ethereum because it runs faster than Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is slow compared to Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum's slow too, but compared to Bitcoin, it's faster. But I mean, it's undervalued right now. It's at a, right now it's a run up at 1,400. It's the highest that it's ever been. So I would wait for retractment. I would expect a retractment, but who knows?
Do you see a government possibly making their own branded cryptocurrency?
Yeah, China's doing it right now. China been doing it for like
You
the
think
past year.
America? You think America will do it?
America's probably been doing it, but America's secret with it. But
right,
America's
but
been
China doesn't need to do it because their money is actually their yuan is actually backed by something, which is the oil industry.
But China had one time they had bucked on Bitcoin like hard.
Yeah.
And they had caused the market to
but I'm saying I mean I understand why they're doing it, but they really don't need to. This is the reason why their dollar is the highest of all others on the planet is because they actually back it by something.
The only reason that they would need to is because the United States made that agreement with the
Federal
with the
Reserve.
oil. It's the oil agreement. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Is this with the Bushes? The Bush father?
Nah. It's well, I don't know, but I don't know the specifics, but I know it has to do with the oil in the wherever the oil comes from. I don't want to misspeak right now, but yeah, they have an agreement. United States have an agreement with them to only exchange oil in United States in USD. And that's oil is a major part of running the world. So you have companies like Venezuela and a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a handful of other countries who are usurping the United States dollar to use the blockchain technology to get goods, which they've been doing since 2019, 2018.
Right. Yeah, this is recent. That's recent.
Yeah, very recent. But yeah. I don't want to misspeak, but it's along those lines. Y'all definitely can look that up.
Yeah, I mean, like shit. I'm sitting there putting my information in on Celsius.
Hey, bro, use my damn code, man.
Hey, what do you think?
Man,
have you guys heard anything?
I told you an hour ago I could have said, man, send me the code. You kept I'm like, that hell.
Hey, have you guys heard anything about the Africa Free Trade Agreement?
Say that again, bro.
Have you guys heard about the Africa's new free trade agreement?
Oh, no. with the one card shit, they can universal shit.
Yeah, for the economy. Is the AU behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear about that. That's cool.
I caught a glimpse of it and shit. They already passed it? It already passed?
Yeah, it's supposed to take place this month.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to bolster their economy. But Africa has the slowest growth and development out of any continent. So they're making not all countries, but some countries, mostly West, Central, and some of South Africa, and different Egypt, and I think maybe 2 or 3 countries on the East Coast of Africa. So far, have signed on this agreement to create a single market for goods and services to boost its trading with other nations. So that's sort of like a continental customs for trading, and they're talking about eliminating tariffs on all intra-Africa goods, so that way they can facilitate outside investment and try to get more goods to come through. So they're trying to like really take their economy up a notch, but not everybody has signed it.
Yeah, you already know everybody wasn't gonna sign on. So
yeah,
but the fact that they're that close is good. Put some of that damn money into science.
That ain't happening. No, I mean, honestly, the only way that'll happen is if another country like China comes in and like rebuilds. Like what China's doing in Morocco is crazy because Morocco's benefiting from it, but they're also, because of this benefit, they're also subjected to Chinese customs and traditions and holidays and things like that. But they're willing to give it up because technically they assume that they're better off for it.
So you got a Facebook message coming, dog.
Huh?
I said I'm sending you a Facebook message.
All right, I'll see if I can put it in. Yeah, I know I'm damn halfway in that mug too. I'll still see.
Yeah, I mean, if you, hey.
I'll see if I can still drop.
I'm not super worried, but I just had to do it just to do it. I fuck around and put it in the chat. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? Because it's a lick in the head. I always, you know what I mean? I always ask people because I'll be like, it's selfish not to. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I ain't gonna give you no licks. You ain't finna make nothing of me. Like, I'm finna sign up regardless. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was asking. I'm like, shit, drop the story. You feel me?
Yeah. Saru, I didn't say the U.S. bought oil from China. What are you talking about? This guy's tripping. Did anybody hear me say that? Am I tripping?
No.
This black man, so I told you about crypto. Like he know me. We've been arguing about crypto. I forgot what coin he be talking about.
Cool.
But yeah, y'all look up the trade agreement. It's called the African Continental Free Trade Area.
Nah, hey bro, I'm on the tablet right now. And just read it to me, bro. I trust you.
No, I already explained it to you. That's what I was talking about.
My bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just letting you know what it was to look it up if you wanted to look more into it.
Yeah, because I had seen it come up, but you know what I mean. But I was doing it so I didn't get the whole.
Been having a lot of the news shows, international news from Africa, have been talking about it like crazy.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It is.
Right, they try to get all of the nations to sign off on it, but not all of them are signing off on it. I know Eritrea, like they say, Eritrea is a big one that they want to sign off on it, but they haven't signed off on it yet. But it'll be big because, you know what I'm saying, they can send out stuff from Africa to other countries and not have to worry about their customs getting in the way. And then that also brings in opportunity for them to have, you know what I'm saying, something like, you know, issue like an issue that was coming up with coronavirus, you know, coming in Africa was like Moderna and Pfizer were saying it's likely that Africa is not going to be able to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
They were saying it's highly likely, even though they do have a separate strain there. So hopefully, you know, with the trade agreement, that'll allow them to try to get some of that in. But I mean, at this time, I mean, unless you have severe symptoms, I really don't think you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that a little more.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think it's about time. You know, Africa's always behind when it comes to shit, electricity, technology,
Everything. You know,
everything. I was trying. I was not trying to be so damn dramatic.
yeah.
Everything.
We don't need to develop. We can't deny it.
You got to leave a nigga stranded. Don't even try to come get a nigga. Nah.
Right.
Ain't even like, yo, how y'all doing? Like, everything good? Nothing. Ain't checking
Hey,
that
but that's why they come in here though. Like, I saw a Nigerian and Yoruba couple. They together, so they can get the hell out of there. It's like, god damn. Like y'all know, like y'all two would never marry, but for whatever reason it works.
Real, man. This is crazy. Yeah, no, but shit, I'm about to do that. I'm about to slide, y'all.
Yeah, I think I'm biased.
Me too, bro. I'm not out of here.
Yeah, sure. All right, peace, man. Peace, in.
All right,
man.
man.
Peace, y'all. I'll holler at y'all, man.
All right, peace.